Hey, what's up, everybody? Go ahead and do a shout outs from the first initial chatters here. I think this is a new first time in. Not first time in the room, obviously, because Annette's part of that Morgan clan, but I think that's the first time Annette's been the very first comment. Congratulations. Annette Morgan in the house, nephew Austin, and saying hit the thumbs up. Carmel Muncie, Clayton the Fishing Nut, Chucky Morgan also in the house, Warrior Hearts Fishing. What's up, bud? All right, short list tonight. For those who were on my Facebook and they saw the post earlier, once again, thank you for the concerns. We seem to have it sorted out. Me, my lady, and my son are negative. What's going on, Michelle? We got Michelle in the house. Danny Stone, which, by the way, I got a new sticker. Y'all gonna see it in a minute. It's right there. But I just came on, so give me a minute on that. But so thank you for all the well wishes and all that stuff out there. Chucky, I actually like John Parker's opening music better, but I was getting strikes. Or not strikes, I'm sorry. Not strikes. I was getting claims. So he was kind enough to just send me the blank with no music. I was able to download my own music to put on there that's free music and put the information in my description. That way I don't get no claim. If nobody's seen that yet, maybe I should do another little quick goofy tutorial on that. Anybody who creates content knows if you use stuff, even if it's free, you usually get that little goofy claim on your video. I have figured out how to avoid that claim. So anyways, back to what I was saying about my Facebook post earlier. For those who know, yes, me, my lady, and my son have all tested negative. So unfortunately, it's only the youngest person in the house, my daughter, that has it. We're going to take the proper precautions. She's not going to school for a little while. She's going to be at home. She's going to stay in her room. Anytime we have to interact and check on her and stuff, covered face, all that jazz. Hey, what's going on? We got William back in the house. I appreciate you stopping in, man. I'm still going to try to share you out next time I see you live. It's just our time zones are so different. But anyways, yeah. 3 of us are good. 1 of us has it. It is mild. She's doing well. So there's no major concern. But I appreciate all the warm wishes, positive energies, prayers, everything that people were sending today when I posted that. I told a few people on Messenger first, just a couple of the closest people. Then I decided, you know what, I'll just put it out there and let people know that's why I got shit on my mind and kind of been around. This is her 5th day. That's why I've kind of been wishy-washy and not around as much as I normally am. Had stuff going on at home. Plus work, but the home stuff was more on the mind. So anyways, let me put this cigarette out real quick. I'll roll another one in a minute. I'm going to show Danny Stone. I got his sticker in the mail today. So let me bring the board up here and see if I can get that highlighted up here. It was small enough that I fit it right here next to Bandit Frogster and the Weekend Angler and Avid here. We got Freddy Cats up there and Bandit and Weekend and stuff, but this sticker fit perfectly right there. Danny Stone Outdoors. He's got a little worm and hook set up over here and the string going up to the pole and all that jazz. And then his name running through there. And the catfish's eyeballs is poking through the O's in the name here. It's a cool little sticker. But so I got Danny Stone Outdoors added to the board now. And I really just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been sending me these stickers. I am a sticker nut. I want to have everybody's stickers eventually. Chris Everett, Real Beast, Carmel, Johnny Small Pepper, what's up? And I started scrolling back here. I was rambling about the sticker and then my life situation before that, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, looks like I'm caught up there because we got Kevin Fishes, William, Danny Stone, Carmel, Chris Everett. Yeah, we are, buddy. We are. It's probably good. It's mild stuff, and then three of us don't have it, so we should be good. What's up, real beast? There we go. Back to the bottom. I'm caught up. But yeah, thank you, Danny Stone. I received it in the mail today. I'm keeping one from my board, and then I'm actually gonna put the other one out because you sent two. So the other one will go out in my next giveaway, which should be probably just a couple weeks from now. John Parker has his coming up Thursday. I'll be at work, but I'm gonna be trying to be in that chat and win me something. He's got a great giveaway coming up, so I'm gonna try to be in on that. My last purchases that I'm putting up come in Thursday also. Hopefully they'll come before I go to work because that way I can get them safe in the house. But if not, I'll get an email alert that they were delivered, and I'll send a message to my lady. Hey, go get my stuff off the porch before the neighborhood does. Man, going crazy through the air. Yeah, it's all over, man. This new stuff it's not as virile. It doesn't hit you as hard, but it's way more contagious, like contractable. It's easier to get, but it doesn't hit you as hard. Especially, like I said, this entire house, we have four people here. Two of us are fully vaccinated as far as the double jabs, and two of us have the double jab plus the booster. So, and we always wear N95s and all that jazz. So we're straight mainly. I think she got it because of school. Because when they're in the lunchroom, they take their mask off. They're eating with 500 other kids around them. So, if not more, she's in high school. There might be more. So, we think that's probably where it came from. But who cares where it came from? It's here. We'll do what we got to do and we'll maintain. And she's good and we're good. So, what's up, Clayton? But that's why I really had to get out and fish today. And I'm kind of mad because I missed the beginning of the Anglerholics on Kelly's show. I'm like, are you kidding me? Two of my favorite shows. I'm always watching Kelly, and I love the Anglerholics. I completely slipped my mind because I just needed to hit the water for like an hour or two. Hey, what's up, JTC, Pontoon Jody, my CFF? By the way, I do have the link if anybody wants to send a messenger or anything. I got it copied, or I can even drop it in chat. I don't care either way. If anybody wants to come up and talk about anything, or tie rigs, Jeremy, or anybody. What's going on, Dink over Stank? I still love that name. No, I didn't, dude. I was only out there for like, I don't know, an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. And all I had was chicken gizzards. And I only took two rods. I'm used to four. I had an entire frozen lake, except for that little bit of water that was open in between two ice shelves. So I didn't expect much. I just needed to get out there, brother. Needed to get out there. I had a great time. Way more people popped in than I thought because I noticed that Ernie the Hawk Snatcher was live when I was at the lake taking the frozen video footage. I'm like, oh, my lake is frozen. And then I got in my car and I went to the next spot. I saw I had open water, but I looked at my phone first. I saw Ernie was live, so I popped in there, and there was like 87 people or something like that watching. I'm like, well, I don't think anybody's gonna pop in, but hey, my live is scheduled. It's the only time I can get out here. I found a sheet of open water. I'm gonna go for it. I was surprised. I got a little love today, and I was surprised. It melted my heart. I'm just mad that I did forget about the Anglerholics being on Kelly's show, because I actually promoted that a little while back, but I forgot about it with what's going on at home and on my mind. But I did catch the end of it, the last like hour. Hey, what's up, Canadian fisherman? Canadian fishing musician in tonight. Appreciated you dropping by Kelly's show, by the way. They saw your name and said that's a new name. I felt like saying not to me, but obviously I'm not gonna do that. So that was nice, man. Popping in there, nice seeing you around the community too, and you got a good show, man. Between your actually great fishing and your awesome outdoor shit, you roofing your house in the snow, your singing and guitar. I'm glad to have met you, man. You got good content. You tie in with the fishing community and the like outdoors community in general and the rugged stuff too. So like you hit so many genres and then the music on top of it. So I'm glad to have met you, man. And I appreciate you coming in and supporting me too. Hey, you're welcome. But yeah. I am gonna have to watch that whole replay up until the point that I came in. I watched about the last hour, but I know there was like an hour or an hour and a half before that I missed. So I'm gonna have to go rewatch that. That's literally two of my favorite people. And they're both coming up on that 500. So, man, if any of you guys have a community tab or if any of you guys have Facebook fishing people, Instagram, I don't know, wherever you can share those two channels out, the Kelly Bullock Experience and the Anglerholics, they're both creeping right up on that 500 number. If y'all could help them out, they're really two great channels in this community, and they've helped a lot of people in this community. And so there's Bullock right there. He tonight when I left and came over to the computer, he was at 462. So he only needs like 38 more to get there. And Anglerholics, I think, was at like 446 or something like that. I don't know. They're near that 450 mark too. So really just trying to get two great communities who definitely should have already been there. So if you guys can do anything for those two channels, not just in here, like don't drop their links in here. Like if you can put them on your channels, I really, really, really would appreciate it. You don't have to, of course. And like I said, you know, I'm just saying, Anglerholics and Kelly Bullock definitely should be way above where they're at right now, in my opinion. And that's talking from somebody who watches like 1,000 freaking hours of YouTube a week. Oh yeah, and the miss out. Can somebody kick the miss out? I mean drop the miss out. What's going on, Mike? Just another mic, buddy. We got so many mics in this community, it's crazy. And I do want to thank everybody once again for the support because we have hit some crazy numbers in here, even though I'm new here. I didn't even realize it, but last week we passed the 30,000 view mark. I just shared it on my Facebook because I just saw it, but it was like last week. And then I looked at my hours, and we have like 7,300 hours watched in here. It's freaking crazy. I haven't even given enough fishing yet. What's going on, Tom? I haven't even technically gotten fully to be able to do my fishing part of my actual fishing channel. I've just been sitting here shooting the shit, talking smack, sipping beers, smoking smokes. We've had some great nights though when we had like Brian B and freaking Lyle and all kinds of different people up here. But the mathematics and the numbers are what I see in the background when I check out these little apps that help you track your numbers. I'm just freaking blown away. What's going on, Philip? Got Philip Williams in the house. Pontoon Jody, my CFF. Let's see here. I don't see no messengers. See, this is what I try to say. Like, I offer it. I'm like, hey, I got the thing pasted if somebody wants to come up. Although, I do have a question. I don't know. Maybe I should check my community tab and see if it has a poll or not. I think it's supposed to have a poll over there. I am curious if people would like to see more of certain things. Like, maybe should I try 1 week or one night a week or whatever to do a not a talk show. I wouldn't do a whole talk show. I'm not into that. But something where I have like one person, just highlight one person up on panel. Or should I have a show where I have like just it's a free for all open mic, everybody up on panel who wants to come up and maybe give them a half hour and then cut them off and then the next person rotates in. I don't know. I'm just curious, like, is there anything that I could do that you guys would like to see more of? So I think I need to maybe create some kind of poll for that, either on Facebook or over here in my community tab. I haven't checked into that poll stuff yet, but apparently on the community tab you can create polls. Jeremy, no. See, you're going to get me in trouble. That's what people don't like to see. I mean, well, they do, obviously. They do like to see the train wreck. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't have the numbers I have right now if people didn't occasionally like to watch the train wreck of the drinking, but that's something I actually want to work on a little more, especially once I get back into fishing. I need to slow down on the crazy train. I'm sorry if I'm sideways. I thought somebody sent me a message, but no, it said they commented on a post. So that might have sent me sideways, taking me to Facebook. My bad if it did. Well, yeah, Jody, that's coming up for sure. Trust me. I might accidentally step on some toes when I go fishing because I'm new and I want to get my fishing out there. So what you said right there, that's definitely gonna happen soon. I mean, that's why I went out there for an hour and a half today. What's going on, Brian B in the house? Whoops, I let the wrong thing. Brian B up there. But yeah, Jody, trust me, the fishing thing's coming. I might even start doing some of those fishing tournaments and things if I can, depending. I still work too much, but I'm gonna get my ass out there in some of those tournaments when I can. I'm gonna create some of my own tournaments when I can, and I'll need a host, hopefully, because I'd rather be out there fishing while they host it. But who knows? I'm still young enough that I might not be able to get a host come do it while I'm fishing, but who knows? Uh, Mike's Fishing Home, having a show that educates people about the fishing community's premieres. Well, yeah, I usually do that anyways. Like, I kind of try to do the whole growth thing. Like, hey, people got videos, people got premieres, people got lives coming up. I try to do that anyways. That's not something new. All right, hold on before I go do that again. Let me block my camera just in case it goes sideways. Looks like I got some notifications. Be right back. I'm back. Oh my goodness. 32 wonderful people in here. Almost 10 o'clock at night. Appreciate you guys. I think I've caught everybody up. I'm scrolling through. Philip, Jody, Brian, Dinkelstein, Philip, Steve Adams. What's going on, buddy? I just sent a link to a few people to ask for it. I sent a link to somebody who didn't ask for it. And just in case you want this link, Steve, I'll post this one in chat. This is for some Steve Adams if he wants. Or technically anybody else, but just know my phone is this weird, stupid phone. I have to go back and forth. I might accidentally miss a bot for a minute. Just like Jody right now. I know that's Jody because I sent it to her, but I got to leave and come back.
Oh, here I am again. Hey, everybody. I don't like being full screen, but I'll deal with it.
Which means she was probably big. She was probably big screen for a minute and mad.
How you been tonight? I got in late.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that my echo?
Let's see if I got anything in the background playing. How about now?
I don't hear an echo now. Yes, I think we're good.
Okay. So you wanting to do a new direction in your show?
Oh, well, not really a new direction, but just is there certain things people would like to see?
Well, I always want to see fishing. I like hearing about it. I like seeing people's pictures. I like hearing stories.
Yeah. All right, I'm bringing up. Oh boy, let me leave real quick and come back.
I like watching folks freeze their butt off when they're fishing, like Mike did this evening.
Why? You ain't pouting tonight?
No, I hadn't been pouting ever. You just
started.
He was pouting. Hell no. You just started that mess.
Howdy, Steve Adams.
If I was going to pout, where did Coach come from? I got a new name now? I guess so. I was just looking at my name. How come it come? Somebody? How did that happen?
Got Coach on it.
Well, that's what everybody called me around here. But I don't know how it got up there. I didn't put it up there.
You know, we can change your name to what we want it to be. Anybody in chat want Steve's name to be a certain name? We make up put our own men.
Doesn't Mike have to do that?
Yeah. Did
you do that, Mike?
For the hell of fun right now, I don't never mess with nobody's names.
It don't bother me. I mean, that's what everybody calls me.
I do know it's possible. I've seen hosts like, especially Lee Evans, likes to play around in the mornings. So,
well, Hogleg did it last night.
It says Mississippi catfish murderer. What Clayton wrote.
I probably just have to click on her name, and then I could change it probably. But I ain't having all that.
Last night we were talking about the old Brotherhood of Catfish website that had all them thousands of members, and that's what I was on there, was Coach. And he changed it while we were talking. I guess it's just stayed up there. It looks like it. I don't know. I didn't put it up there. I'm still
technically the host can do some goofy stuff like that. Just like moving around, like throwing a movie there, I can do that and whatever.
I still hear an echo.
Echo.
It's probably me. Let me leave and come back.
Right. I don't hear nothing. See what you done, Steve? You ran them off.
Well, it was squealing.
Does anybody hear it squealing? I don't.
See, like right now, I see me and you, but I don't see Coach over there.
I'm hiding.
Somebody said they thought it was you.
It's ever since I got this new phone.
Yeah.
Well, did Mike, did he catch any fish this afternoon? I know I watched him quite a
I
while.
never, I never saw him live today. I've not been getting notifications for anybody. I just been having to go through and find them.
You just have to hit subscriptions when you go on
I
YouTube.
got it. I've got the bell rung, and I'm still not getting a notification.
No, I mean when you click on YouTube.
Yeah.
Over on the side over there, it says subscriptions.
Yeah.
You click on subscriptions, and everybody that's live on there will be on that top 2 or 3 rows.
You probably on your on the phone. It's not as easy.
No, I don't do it. This is on the computer.
Yeah.
And I don't worry about those alerts because most times you don't get them.
Yeah.
I had a question in chat. I am not using an iPhone. I'm using Android.
What are you spitting in, Steve?
Huh?
What is that? A red Solo cup?
Yeah. Spitting. Sitting and spitting. Terrible habit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to get a damn root canal in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, one for sure. Probably gonna end up with more than one.
Well, I hope it's not painful. They give you the shots and numb you up good.
Yeah, those shots, they don't bother me. It's just that craning my neck and keeping my mouth open that bothers me.
Yeah.
So I breathe through my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
God dog, and I almost suffocate in that chair. You know how that stuff gets right in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
And the technician won't see. My little sister was a dental hygienist for 100 years, and now she's teaching at the junior college. And wherever she worked, she used to work at 3 or 4 different dentists, days during the week. And I always set my appointments, and she was my hygienist. And she took care of me, and she wouldn't let, she kept that stuff out of my throat. She knew,
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell somebody that you breathe through your mouth. And okay, yeah, you breathe through your mouth. Well, when they get that fist all down in your mouth and you can't breathe, they wonder why you're gagging and carrying on, They won't put that tube back there and suck that mess out of the back of my mouth.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part of going to the dentist to me, is knowing I'm gonna damn near pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cowboy Car Crushing, what's up, man?
Now that's a new name.
Yeah, it is. Howdy.
No, I recognize him. I know who it is. I'm subscribed to his channel too.
Yeah, I haven't seen him though. Indiana Chris, you know who that is?
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Changed his name.
Hey, Chris.
Probably because so many people ask him, how do you say your last name? Is my mic hot again?
Esselton.
Hey, there's my pepper eating idol right there. Fisherman, cat musician, Philip, real beast, fishing for whiskers. Which one of them whiskers is George Ray now? I can't keep them straight.
There's a lot of whiskers. You got fishing for whiskers. You got whisker dreams. You got catfish whiskers.
Is Whisker Dreams, is that George Ray?
No, that's catfishing for dreams. Yeah, that's George Ray.
There's so many.
Hi, Ricky.
I get confused on. Hey, Solo.
Whoops.
I've been missing the dock. What's happening at the dock now? They fishing at the lake. They give up on the dock.
Well, they had that tournament they've been practicing for.
Well, they've been a couple 2 or 3 weeks. They hadn't been at the dock.
Yeah, they had that winter blues.
Well, they were fishing. I saw them fishing on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Ernie was out there doing today, wasn't it? The Winter Blues.
I don't know. Was that today? I missed it.
No, that's all.
No, it's, Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Saturday thing.
You talking about Ernie Hawks Natchez? Yeah, Hawks
Yeah.
Natchez.
Yeah, I watched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there today. I saw him in between my live when I was looking at the frozen lake. Like, oh smack, I might not be able to fish because the lake is frozen.
Oh, smack!
I found some
I
open
know
water.
dang well that ain't what you said. Oh, smack! You know that ain't what you said.
Yeah, it was. Hey, what's up, Big Mike? But I found some open water, so I went out there for an hour.
I watched it. Yeah, I was watching you and Dan at the same time, off and on.
Yeah, the animal was out there too. I watched him before I went fishing.
Is it possible on a computer to watch both of y'all fish at the same time?
Yeah, you can open multiple tabs.
How you do that?
You just click the little tab button up there, open another tab, and then type in a new address, or go back to YouTube again. You can open multiple YouTube tabs.
And be watching you and him both at the same time?
Yeah, you have to click back and forth, but you can be watching anybody. You can watch 12 channels at the same time.
Yeah, I know how to do that, but I was talking about having
you would just have to click through the tabs.
I know how to do that.
Yeah, it ain't like this where you can watch me, Jody, and you on one screen.
Nope. Well,
you have to bounce back and forth through the tabs.
Yeah, you can open up different tabs, different windows. I do that.
And watch at
I have Messenger on tab, then I'll have a tab for the stream I'm watching.
Yep.
So you need to open a new window.
But you have to switch back and forth.
No, if you open a new window, it opens up a whole new little page that's separate from the one you're working on. You can separate them.
So you
and you can technically tab them all together to where they're all small, minimized tabs.
Yep, that's what he needs to do. That's what he's wanting.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
You right click up on the top of the tab and says open a new window, and it'll pop up a whole new thing. Then you can shrink it down, and you'll have two of them, two windows open.
Oh, I might practice.
So what she's saying is if you open those windows and then minimize them and drag them around, you can fill your whole computer screen up with all the windows. So it'll almost look like a StreamYard tab with 9 guests.
But you have to, you can't have any volume because it'd just be a garble one.
I have the volume playing on mine.
Okay, sometimes you hear it clear and sometimes hey real and virtual. Sometimes
I can tell the difference in it with the people.
Hello, Troy.
Okay.
And anybody I missed was 40 wonderful people watching.
Curtis. Warrior Heart. That's Pork Chop. Well, Mike, you got to work tomorrow? Hey, Big
Fishing with Big Mike.
Hey, Big, where do you go? Hey, Big Mike.
I have to work tomorrow. I have to go in at 8.
Tomorrow, I think I work 2 to close. I have to check, but I think it's 2 to close tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll probably end up having to work Friday, and I plan on going fishing Friday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
We've been closed today and yesterday, and then 2 hours late tomorrow and Thursday.
What's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
Well, Mike, have they hired anybody else up there yet, or it's still short staff?
No, we still short. We supposedly have somebody new coming in Tuesday that the owner's hiring, but I don't know. We got 5 people hired, and as soon as they got their bonuses, they quit the next day when they got that bonus check. So I don't know
what they do.
Well, let me. Now I can't verify this, I mean, nobody. I hadn't been up there and asked them.
Hey, Deadpool.
But here in Greenville, they're saying that Taco Bell, we got one Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
If they went to $18 an hour at Taco Bell,
Mm-hmm.
and still can't get people to work.
I would work at Taco Bell for $18 an hour.
And we talk about
Hell, I'm working in a place for $17 an hour, and we put out about 500 to 800 dishes a day. I'll go make some tacos for $18 an hour. That's a pay raise.
And look,
Just take a job, $18 an hour.
We're talking Mississippi. We ain't talking New York City. We're talking a small
You talking about down south
in Mississippi, the lowest pay scale in this. You know, we're a right to work state.
Yeah. So am I.
And now, like I said, now I hadn't been up there and applied for a job, but now that's what I have been told by several different people, and they still can't get people to work.
It's because they called it. I don't know if anybody heard this, but they called it the Great Resignation of 2022 or something like that. Everybody in the industry pretty much said, "Screw this." They're tired of it, and they got out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've had several restaurants, nice restaurants, close here in Greenville. Just couldn't get employees.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that people don't want to work. The government must be giving them a chunk of money.
I don't know.
There's two aspects that's going on right now. Is people realize that they've been getting jacked over forever and they're worth more than that. They went to other companies that paid them more.
Yeah.
And then the other aspect is people don't want to work because they're scared of, if I go to work, am I going to bring something home to my family?
Yeah.
It's like a double-edged kind of weird thing going on right now.
Yeah, but you got
One is they're tired of getting jacked over by companies like they have forever. And the other one is they're scared of, if they do go to work, are they around 30 other people and take something home to the family?
Yeah.
Elijah, what's going on?
All right. Okay. So they're not working. So how are they living? Stealing?
Maybe they're just doing without. Cut back on their expenses.
Yeah.
Eating out takes a lot of money.
What's up? Almost 50 people in the house. What's up, good people?
Some companies don't do well.
I was trying to catch up on the names, but I don't know if I can when there's near 50.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brad, yeah, I know. I work for about the third largest ag chemical company in the world. You wasn't nothing but a number, you know. And I had talked to a lot of folks before I went to work for them, and they said that if you can get 15 years with one of those companies, you've done good. I made it to the day, 15 years.
15 years. I'm getting cold. I'm putting on a hoodie.
Speaking of hoodie, is that in the mail yet? I don't think it's a hoodie. I think it's a shirt.
It's sitting on my desk ready to mail. How about I get the mail tomorrow for sure?
Hey, Finn.
I'll take my lunch and mail it.
Lone Star.
I keep looking in the mail every day. I keep getting the stickers at least, though. I love that. But yeah, I keep looking every day just to be sure. What's going on, big movie fan?
Big Mike.
You won't be able to catch up to chat, Mike. Yeah, there's almost 50. The chat kind of bounces.
David.
I try, though, brother. I try. And they know it.
Hey, Big Mike, if you out of work like that, can you draw any kind of workman's comp or unemployment?
I've got his shirt too.
Like right here, I can say, "What's up, Curtis? Fishing with Big Mike, Tambelina, Carmel."
I've got
I catch all parts.
5 shirts I
Fins
need
of
to wear.
foul, I call it. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. It's the Jody and Coach show.
I think Steve went to sleep though, so it's just my show.
No, I was sitting there waiting to see if Big Mike was going to answer me.
Oh, Big Mike?
Yeah, you know, he's been sick. He's been out of work.
He said he got turned down. Said being sick wasn't a good enough reason. That sucks.
Yeah, and then there's folks out there that drawing unemployment and don't want to work.
Yeah. I don't know where you're at, Big Mike, but
North Georgia.
if there's a landfill, they have heavy equipment there. You might get on working there. I don't know if that's something you want to do. It stinks. Literally.
What did he lose his job because he'd been sick?
He'd have to tell you. I'm not for sure. I'd hate to say something wrong. But I don't think he's worked since 2 weeks before Christmas. But like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know. Hattie something Elijah, Ben's channel.
Okay. So he said, yep. I guess he lost his job.
Yeah.
He's one of my buddies from the Philippines. Great guy.
Looks like Calls is back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Cuz.
This week we're going to have Matt from Wanna Be Outdoors on the show at Doc Tales.
Big Matt.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's an awesome one. You got Matt coming up. Or as I got to call him Matty, since he calls me Mikey.
Yeah.
Good old Arkansas boy.
He's one of those as far back like Mike Turner calls me Shenanigan Brother. So that's where me and Matty.
Yeah.
That's how far back we go.
And next week, Calls is going to be on it.
He moved his job to. Yeah, big companies don't care much about you, they. Look, when they announced what they were doing, merging and all that, and the termination date, and they told us our blood money. That's what I call it. It's what do they call it? What's that word they use for that money they pay you when the job closes down?
Unemployment?
Huh?
She's unemployment.
No.
What are you talking about? I can barely hear them.
For your months, they give you a month for every year or whatever.
A severance package?
Severance pay. Yeah, severance. I call it blood money. But anyway, they went, it was really funny. March 15th was the cutoff date, was when we were all going to be laid off.
Yeah.
All right, I've been with them long enough. I had 5 weeks vacation. So when I got they sent me a form there with all what I was going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I called the home office up there, the personnel, and I told them, I said, look, as of March the 1st, I got 5 weeks vacation. And he said, I'll have to get back to you on that. I said, no, you don't have to get back to me. Let me give you my lawyer's telephone number. You call him back. So I got my 5 weeks vacation pay on top of my severance pay.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, they owed it to me. As of March the 1st, I had 5. That's a month and 1 week. And I sure got it. But I got 15 months, I got 16 months and 1 week to check for a year and 3 months and 1 week. And I was working another job. They sure thought they were gonna get me on that 5 weeks.
They wasn't gonna give it to you, or just what?
No, it wasn't on the. They were just gonna give me 15 months. They gave me a month for every year of service, and I had 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
They were gonna give me a 15.
Is that how that works for the severance package?
Well, with some companies just lump sum you. It happened to me twice. I mean, the other one played out in 2 years.
Okay.
And
I'm dropping the link just in case anybody else wanted it.
I didn't get nothing from them. Not a penny. They got goodbye.
Adios.
Adios.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord's spoken.
Don't let it
You
hit
checking
you.
out, Steve?
Born and raised in Saline County. Now, is that Warren? Is Saline County? Is that Warren, Arkansas?
Oh, brother. I've been locked out of my computer for like 2 days.
Saline County. Where is Saline? Is that Warren, Arkansas? Or Hamburg?
Isn't it?
Let's see. Today's Tuesday, so fixing to turn to Wednesday. Then we got Thursday. Then we're back to the weekend. Anybody got any fishing plans?
Coming out today. I can't get out at least for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks.
You can't even go fishing. And someone might come up and talk to you or something.
I just dropped the link out there if anybody wants to, but as far as the whole fishing thing, I can't get out there for a couple weeks.
You're quarantined, right?
South of Little Rock.
No, not because of that. Because of it's going to be in the teens.
Oh, it's too cold for you.
Yeah, I can deal with the 20s. Obviously, I did that for your show. I can deal with the 20s for 4 hours, but I cannot deal with the teens.
I got that heater, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, if I have a heater, I can go out there, but I don't have a heater yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one of my pieces for next year, but
yeah,
I don't got one yet. All I know is I caught that 13.5 pounder on your show when it was 29 degrees and I was out there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I can do that. But once it hits the teens, nah.
No, it's hard.
No.
Look at Lance. No such thing as too cold. I just can't take the
I don't
wind.
even think y'all see the teens in Tennessee, though, Jody. I don't think y'all see the teens in Tennessee.
Yeah, we do.
You're the only 10 I see. Tennessee.
Ain't no teen I see. I do have a daughter that lives down there.
Mm-hmm.
She moved from Peoria down to Tennessee, and she lives there. I just can't remember what town.
Oh, yeah, I've been all over Saline County. I see it there now.
Real B says that cold would keep the gators off me.
David, I believe he's about as close to me as I can't remember exactly where you are. Hey, Clayton.
Clayton says.
Every time I look down, I'll have to hold it up. I'm looking at my phone. I was trying to figure out where Saline County was. I see it now. I can't remember where David is. I'm supposed to know. Yeah, I know where it is. I saw it. I know where it is now, Cowboy. I've been all over Saline County. I have to go
All right, I'm
through
gonna
there.
try it one more time. If I don't get any new guests, I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't be doing it.
Yep.
This the third time I've done it in chat.
Don't
Come on
nobody,
If anybody like to come up, there's a link.
don't nobody want to talk to you, Mike.
Come on, Brad.
I don't care what community you're from or where you came from.
Real
You
beast,
want to
come on.
pop up? There's a link. Just know if you're a bot, you will get removed right away.
I think I could have been fishing, but I think the river's crest is maybe fishing to fall
Mm-hmm.
down here.
There he is.
Hey, Brad.
How's it going?
Hey, man.
How's it going there, Jody? Mike?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's why
Lately,
it's late of a night, because you got laid off, so you're able to stay up late night now. I couldn't figure that out because I've been seeing you,
Oh yeah,
up
I've been
late.
spending a lot more time on YouTube. We always get laid off this time of year, though. It's usually for a few weeks, and then they'll throw us back into it.
Yeah. There's Danny Stone Outdoors, Danny boy. There's Aaron.
Hey, Ron, I seen that one for a while. Big Mike still hanging out.
63K, Mike. That's probably pretty dang fast there, ain't it?
Yeah.
What's the average there? 30s?
Hey, Kyle, you're probably talking about Top Knots. I've been watching him quite a while, but yeah, he's been going to Houston too.
There was a Danny Stone sticker I received today.
Yeah. I don't have a Danny Stone sticker.
Danny Stone
I
has
got
stickers.
one on the board here now. And then I got one that I'll throw up on my next giveaway because they sent two.
Wow.
It's a cool little sticker too. I don't know if you guys saw it. Let me bring it up again. It's got like a worm over here on the hook,
I can't see that.
and it flies back to the fishing pole. And it says Danny Stone right there, and then outdoors here, and then there's a catfish laid up right here with his eyeballs through the two O's of doors.
Can you
So it's
solo like
cool.
that?
It's a cool little sticker.
Hey,
That's
Beverage.
pretty neat.
He can't.
I would have rather had the bigger version, but it fit right in between the Frogster Bandit and the Weekend Angler and Bigfoot
Mm-hmm.
and then Freddy's, so it's kind of like right there in the middle. And Bluegrass State of Mind. That's kind of where I stuck it. Right in the middle of there is just tiny, and that's where it fit.
How's it going, Michael?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting mine at Catcom.
What's up, Brad? Oh, he's going to hand deliver it. See, that's even more personal. Maybe he can sign it.
Yep. I'm going to hand deliver something to him, too. A big old punch in the
Smack
arm.
across the aisles. I think so. I said a smack and she raised a fist.
I don't smack, I punch.
I was thinking of the backhand. She was thinking of the full fist.
Yeah, he's going home with a bruise.
I'm pretty sure we're going to go to CatCon this year too.
That'd be great.
You gonna try to make up a bunch of weights to carry over there?
If someone wants them, I'll bring them along. It'll save you some shipping, especially at $9.45. It's almost $10 for shipping.
Heck, you ought to carry some and sell them out of the back of your car.
I usually take some to Tennessee with me because some of my dad's friends that catfish along that little section in Tennessee, they always ask me to bring some down. So
I just realized something. I'm kind of goofy. I hope I still have one upstairs in my drawer. I'm looking at my board, and I'm like, why do I not have the title weight there? Because you sent me some. I'm wondering if I gave them both away in my giveaway last time.
that's all right.
Why do I not have one here?
I still got about 2,200 of them, so I got stickers.
It might be in my drawer upstairs still. But now I'm curious. Like, wait a minute. Why do I not have? Because you sent two when I bought the sinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually I put them in the box
and I don't give both away in that giveaway. Because it's not on the board.
There's times where I forget to put them in the box, so I tape an envelope to the outside of it.
Yeah. No, I got both of yours in the box. I had two in the box. I remember that. Because that's when I actually gave away some of your sinkers in that giveaway. And I think I might have accidentally gave away both of the stickers.
I'll send you some. I'm pretty sure I still have your address.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think I must have. Because unless I got one, I might still have one upstairs in my drawer. I'll look through there, and I'll message you and let you know if I still have one. But if you want to send a few for a giveaway, that's awesome. Because I do have my new one come up pretty soon. So
yeah, I've been sending. I know I gave a whole bunch to Lyle and Chad, and I still got to get Muskrat one.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell,
what's up?
Hey, Tinkerbell.
J-Dog might have more stickers than I got. He's been getting a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Froggy.
Yeah, I just want everybody's stickers up here. I'm a sticker freak. Like, once I started this, I'm like, shit, yeah, man. I want everybody's stickers to put up here.
Well, I usually put one up on my board, and then I give Jason the other sticker, so he's got as many as I do.
Yeah.
I'm backwoods.
I wouldn't even have a sticker, except for these people out in this community was like, when are you getting stickers? So I talked to my daughter, since she's an artist, and said, hey, can you create me a sticker? She did, and then I bought a pack of stickers, and that's where I got that little... I know that she got the hook backwards, which people keep reminding me, but hey, she was 14 when she drew it. She's 15 now. And she drew it by hand. So this little thing by Jody's face up there is my daughter's creation.
There.
She was 14 when she created it.
She's pretty good.
And I've seen it on quite a lot of videos now, so...
Yeah, I had Palmetto Cats do mine.
I do realize, she did I do realize she put the hook from the outside through to the inside or whatever. It looks backwards, but...
Hey, it can be hooked that way. I've seen them do it.
Well, yeah. Hell, if you can hook them in the belly or the tail or the eyeball, yeah, you can hook them anywhere.
I've hooked them the wrong way on the head before, just on a J-hook. You miss the timing of the bite, and you yank, and then they go back for it and catch it.
Yeah.
Danny Stone. There's folks coming in. Man.
Yeah, just overall, considering it was her first drawing, logo, whatever you want to call it for me, I think it was awesome. Especially if she was only 14 when she made it. Bandit Frogster, what's up, girl?
Impressive.
Ribbit.
I definitely am not no drawer. If you had me do that, it'd be a stick figure fish and be all messed up.
Yeah, me too. Me and my son suck at any kind of artistic thing of anything, except for I can cook. But anything other than that, artistically, we suck. My lady and my daughter are both just amazing. I don't care if it's charcoal paint, oil paints, whatever. Colored pencils, sketchings.
I can paint a wall. I can paint a wall if I have a lot of plastic, but if it don't have a lot of plastic, don't ask me to paint it because it'll be everywhere.
You can paint the wall and the floor at the same time.
Yeah, I make sure to always put carpet down or tile down second. Painting goes first.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you talking about foul hooking a fish? I was up on the Arkansas River behind the last dam on the Arkansas River that converts all of the river water over to the White River. All the towboat traffic actually goes out the White River. They dug a canal across there. Big old dam, hydro, and everything. And Arkansas has a big snagging season. And a buddy of mine and I were over there anchored, and we were fishing with live bait. We were actually flathead fishing. And hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
And they had these John boats with a rack on a platform on the front of them, and somebody drives the boat and holds them up in that current.
I was eating my bird when I was backstage. He was looking at me like I was crazy.
They throw that big old 1 pound weight up there and they snag and catfish.
Sorry, I've not been around y'all, but I've been sick as a dog, but I feel a lot better now.
Good.
Hey, we're glad to see you.
I actually went out today, went to the dam. I was going to play with my fishing rods, cast them out and play with them. And I went to make the first cast with the nice 12-foot rod with the saltest. And now it's in the bottom of the Tennessee River.
Oh, no.
You threw it away.
Wait a minute. Did you pull a half a Gilmore cast?
I've just barely casted it, and I guess I've lost almost 30 pounds from being sick this morning.
Oh man!
So I guess I just lost my grip on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I
And
hate
it just
that.
went right in the river, and I just watched it. I was like, well, crap.
Is that when you grab the other pole and throw it out and try to catch it?
That's what I did. I did that for over an hour and a half, and I could not find it. So it's probably Alabama now.
Them Saltus reels are pretty dang nice too.
Yeah, I love my saltist, man. God, it made me so mad when it just happened to be that one. It was the brand new slime cat that I got for the replacement like 3 or 4 months ago that I just put the saltist on. I was like, ah! So I came home, cried like a baby.
I already unblocked them once before a polar, so I don't know if they are. I'll check it tomorrow. Right here. I'll check tomorrow, but I've already unblocked them once, so if somebody blocked them again, I gotta wonder what's going on. But I'll check tomorrow. I see your question.
I know everybody was asking, so yeah. I've been out of work for almost a month. I've had no money coming in, so it's
Tough, boy. That's tough.
I'm gonna get back out fishing probably. What's today? It's almost Wednesday, so yeah, probably Thursday or Friday. It's all right. I got 8 more rods I can fish with, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
because
found
I
out
can't
like
do
me.
that right now on the phone. I have to do it tomorrow.
What do you want?
I'm
Every
sorry,
time
guys. Somebody's telling me somebody's blocked. I have to check it tomorrow when I can get on the computer.
What's going on,
I'm not gonna
buddy?
leave my live to go do it right now. I'm so sorry, but I've already unblocked them once before, so
I just got to work the past couple of days that I could even breathe.
Yeah.
It was, I couldn't hardly breathe. It was bad. I couldn't take a deep breath in without coughing and just being congested and all that. But
Chad, if they want to come in, they can also just make a secondary account and come in on the other account.
yeah.
It's really, really easy to do.
You're out of work for the week, man. Yeah, I've been out of work for a month. It sucks. If it wasn't for winning that tournament, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about some of the contractors and stuff that you work for. They kind of do what they please.
Well, this guy that I was working for, they were just looking for a reason. I'd already had a problem with them like about 2 weeks before Christmas. They tried firing me because they said I was out fishing too much and I was being insubordinate. I said, what I do when I'm not at work is none of your business. As long as I'm at work, who cares?
Yep.
It just kind of spiraled from there.
Well, yeah, they don't. The hard truth, they never like. Trust me, I get myself in trouble for making my opinions well known.
I know that's the way I've never. Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat nothing, not even cookies.
No, I mean, a foreman went to cussing and fussing and raising Cain at me, and I went to cussing and fussing and raising Cain back. And I said, I don't talk to you like that. You ain't going to talk to me like that. I said, you see all this gray hair? Bring it on, buddy.
I've lost better jobs for less.
I told him. I just flat out told him, I ain't going to deal with no Yankee sitting there cussing and screaming and raising Cain at me. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I had one do that to me about 4 months ago that I was working for, and they're a good company to work for. But he had a burr, and I made sure to take care of it. He was kind of shocked when I made my comments that I did. He didn't lay me off though. I'm like, if you're going to talk to me like that, I'll talk to you how I choose.
That's right.
You don't have to cuss them to piss them off. Proper wording will go a long way.
Yep.
And it makes them more mad when you don't yell at them back because they expect that reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they were just looking for an excuse. So when I got sick, there wasn't nothing really I could do about it. And I went and applied for unemployment, but I got turned down for it. They said being sick wasn't a good enough excuse. So,
Really?
I know they were actually letting people get by with that because you couldn't work. And you had to file an appeal to do it. I know a few people had to have to do it.
That was one of the reasons to get the unemployment.
Yes, that's actually the most understood reason right there in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, things are a lot different down here in Georgia. That's why I'm trying to get my butt moved into Tennessee. I'm tired of Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you there one bit.
Yeah, I'm not as big Mike anymore. I've lost so much weight. I'm down to like 255.
You're like medium Mike.
That's the best and worst problem to have. You lose the weight, but the stick for being off for that long and dealing with that much is bad.
Yeah, then I went down there to cast that rod, and it was the first cast. I just put an 8 ounce on it, and right when I cast it, it got to right there, and the line snapped. And it's brand new line, like all the rods have been re-rigged. It was all brand new rigged, everything. I was just casting, and it just went. It hit that handrail right out there at the end of the dam right there, and it just went bink right down into the river. And I was like, I ran over there, and I was like, well, bye.
Oh.
I guess just where I've just lost so much weight, I've lost some of my strength.
Yeah, I can say you lost a lot of weight.
Hey, Steve Adams.
He was big Mike. He's called medium Mike.
I have stickers right here ready to be mailed out.
That's sweet.
My daughter lost a bunch of them though. She's the one that packaged them all up and all that, and she said, "Well, I've lost like 6 or 7 packages. That's why the other ones. That's why they haven't been mailed out. I've been wanting to mail them out all at the same time." I was like, "Well, my helper's not helping very much. You're losing stuff." My assistant. That's what I told her. She's going to be my assistant.
Yeah.
But I think I've got. Let's see. El Gato's is ready. John Ratcliffe's is ready. Dominic Hollis. Mark Knott. Steve Mosley. And I had 6 or 7 more in here, and they're just gone. I don't know what happened to them.
Can you see that, Mike?
Huh?
So I went ahead and went to the computer to look at it, and I saw 2 itty bitty kitty committees blocked. I did unblock both. You got one last shot. If you come in here and somebody blocks you again, there must be a reason. But for now, I unblocked the 2 itty bitty committee accounts that were blocked.
Itty bitty kitty committee.
Yeah, I didn't do it. One of my mods must have, but there was 2 different accounts under that name blocked. So you're unblocked now. Feel free to comment, but if you get blocked again, something must be there must be a reason for it.
Well, if someone blocks it, they might want to let you know and know why too.
Yeah.
I don't think you should block anybody that's not a bot. That should be the channel owner's decision.
Yeah.
Well, I trust my moderators in here though. Like Jody, honestly, if you block somebody, like you wouldn't technically have to send me a reason. I would respect you doing that. I don't. You would, because we're connected in every way, shape, or form. But I'm saying if some other mods in here did that, I would understand it. There it is. Itty bitty kitty committee can talk again.
I mean,
But there was 2 accounts because there was 2 names.
mhm.
And then that one on Roger was spamming Roger's channel today, and I'm like, they weren't doing it real bad, but they were spamming it, and I'm like, man, I really don't want to have to time someone out. I'm like, because they weren't really doing anything wrong, but then they started spamming one after another, and I'm like, okay, you earned this one.
Mhm.
And I timed them out for the time being, and then let them know. I said, hey, you need to stop spamming the chat,
Yeah.
because they were.
Danny Stone says, you see where you would have idea. Just somewhere in Tennessee, as long as it ain't Georgia, I don't care.
But I'm sure he's gonna move to Chattanooga.
I'd rather be in Nougat area. Yeah, because see, they just did away with the inspection stuff like 3 or 4 days ago. So that's the only thing that's been keeping me from moving into the Chattanooga area. You had to get all your vehicles inspected and all that mess.
Right.
They just did away with it like 2 or 3 so.
Fishing for Whisker said, itty bitty is my son. Well, I don't know what happened, but I saw 2 accounts with that name. I had to unblock them both.
Somewhere I
I'm
can find.
thinking of moving to Chattanooga or
Welcome back.
the Kingston area. One of the 2 areas is where I'll be moving to.
You got to make sure it has good ramp access for your boat.
Yeah.
What's going on, Susquehanna?
That's a key part.
Yeah, I do.
Just
On the water
Stan says,
for
hey,
15 minutes. If I can get in the water in 15 minutes, I'd be happy.
Heck yeah, that'd be pretty nice. If I was 15 minutes away from fishing, I'd be there every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like living where I live. I'm either 15 minutes from Chickamauga Dam or I'm 30 minutes away from Nickajack Dam.
Yeah.
And I could be in Knoxville.
and they're
in an hour.
both great places.
Oh yeah, and I could be in Knoxville in an hour and a half. So if I wanted to go to Knoxville,
That's about how long it takes me to get there. It's over an hour.
just straight up 75. It's quick and easy for me. Hop,
I go
skipping.
straight down 75.
Hey, Lance.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, you need to go back up there and sign back up, Mike, because if you're out of work and can't find work, that's what unemployment's for.
Yeah, I'm tomorrow. I just seen it, so
As long as you're putting your applications in and stuff, now that you can, I don't see why there'd be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there ain't nobody.
Because Ohio changed up their unemployment tremendously compared to what it used to be. You could go out and you could go fill it out and it'd be done in a few minutes, and you'd be getting paid the next week or two.
I mean, I even went to that temporary, one of those temporary agencies where you go, you show up there, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I got there like 10 after 6. I sat there until 12 o'clock waiting on work. And they were like, "Ooh, you want too much money." I'm like, it's only $15 an hour.
Oh, yeah. You need to go landfill and work if you can take the smell. Get benefits and 401k and all that with it.
Well, some of these jobs are doing such a nice sign-on bonus. Some of them are kind of hard to pass up, even though, I mean, it might not be something you like to do, but they pay so well and the sign-on bonus is so good.
Yeah.
Really hard to turn down.
I was making $21 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what heavy equipment operators that's what they're gonna get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, there was a couple companies, they offered me $14 an hour, and I said, y'all are out of your mind.
Yeah, you're a right to work state though, aren't you, Mike?
Georgia, yeah.
Tennessee is.
Yeah, Georgia, Tennessee is a right to work state.
That's the good and bad, because like Ohio is not a right to work state, but we have a lot of people that are like in the trades. If you're in an operator trade, like in a non-right to work state, you can make some good money doing it.
Oh yeah.
Well, you see what happens in the construction business in January and February. A lot of times they just shut down completely and lay everybody off, and they draw unemployment for 2 months.
That's why I'm trying to get out of it, just because it is so seasonal. I mean, it's like all the rain, snow and stuff comes in here, we can't work. So
That's right.
Down east, it just kind of depends on where you're at.
mm-hmm.
Like if I would have actually not gotten the carpenters and actually went to the operators union, I'd be making a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to go apply at the dam. Heard I've never worked for a union before, but they're all.
I work in one. It's got its goods and bads.
What do you want?
It's like everything else.
Hey,
That's
Dan,
hilarious, Lance. Lance is literally one of my very first 10 subscribers to my channel, and he had to resubscribe to me tonight.
Lance,
YouTube is
don't feel
nutty.
bad. I had to do that to somebody yesterday. And I had one today. I went to go look them up, and I'm like, I know they're playing because I just seen someone share it out on their community tab, and I went and looked, and I was unsubbed from them. I'm like, well, put it back on there.
Yeah.
I've had to subscribe to several folks.
I've subbed to a lot of them. There's a couple people's channels that their content needed some work, and I'm like, I just can't watch them. I still sub to them because I think they'll be a good channel when they get it figured out. But
Yeah.
it's just some of it's just hard to watch. You just
That
try
sounds
to
like me, bro.
lead them. Oh, your content ain't that bad, Mike.
I know. Overall, I'm okay, but yeah, I understand sometimes.
Trust me, I watched you for a while today before I said something.
well, all mine is history lessons.
Oh, we like history lessons. I got some questions for you, by the way.
Because I don't catch no damn fish. What you got? What kind of questions you got for me?
I got a few. It could take half the night.
Oh, Lord. Can I lie?
No, I want the truth. That helps me determine situations.
Man.
I like that. I like that advice.
Just don't ask them about Mike Surratt because it doesn't run through my blood veins. That's an adopted name.
That was a shocker, wasn't it, Mike? Anybody ever asked you that before?
You talking to me, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually had that quite a bit. I've had to explain quite a few times that it is my legal name, but it is not my bloodline. There's a difference. My mom was adopted, so yes, it's my legal name, but no, it's not my bloodline.
Well, you
I
know,
almost wish it was just because it is unique history, but it's not my bloodline.
you know, you do kind of favor John Wilkes Booth, the pictures I've seen of him.
Yeah, my bloodline is technically Ray. My actual real name is supposedly Ray, but not legally. It's Surratt. I am tied up with that whole Mary Surratt who got hung and all that jazz with the Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but it's not in my veins. It's just my name only.
Some of the history of where your families came from is always usually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like I said, technically that'd be interesting as all heck if that was my real bloodline, but it's not. It's just my legal name.
Well, that's like our last name Cadell. Like way back when, it used to only be one L, and then they changed it for unknown reasons. They wouldn't really talk about that too much, and so the last name actually got changed.
What's Mike snacking on over there?
Hey, mine, it's the wife's pretzels. I don't eat pretzels.
Looks like you're.
I saw like some snacks.
The peanut butter filled pretzels are pretty good.
Oh, whoops.
Hey, since this first time I've ever been on the panel with Big Mike, I want to say something. Is he gone?
Yep.
Nope.
You scared him off.
A lot of y'all are too young to remember, and I don't know if you watched the old show, Cowboy shows. especially the Roy Rogers Cowboy show. Y'all remember Gabby Hayes?
I meant to exit solo layout and I removed him from stream and myself too. I'll see you down there, buddy. You're coming back. He's clawing his way out of the basement. I saw you. He's like, let me climb the ladder.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, move Mike over here under me.
He is out of the basement. He's right there.
I said, move.
Look,
him
I'll put
over
you
here.
next to him. See?
Yeah.
Now you're sitting next to each other.
All right, let me show y'all. If y'all ever watch the Cowboy shows, let me get my finger. If y'all ever watch the Cowboy shows, right over here, right there, that's Gabby Hayes' grandson. I don't know if any of y'all remember Gabby Hayes or not, but I guarantee you that's Gabby Hayes' grandson. Mike, you got any Hayes Hayes in your family? You don't know?
He's a guy. Maybe.
Well, Danny said
George Ray.
Hey, Brian B. I haven't got any cold, Brian B. Danny Stone, if you look over here right up under Mike's fishing home, there's Gabby Hayes' grandson. Oh boy, I know what that is. What you got in an apple or peach?
Looks like moonshine. It's in a jar. That is either moonshine or sweet tea. I don't know. Jody's like, I'm hiding my face. That's all I know.
It's apple pie.
Yeah,
apple pie moonshine.
Yeah, I've had it. I've had it for about, I don't know when we went. Who Small Town made that, and I've had 2 sips out of it.
It's pretty good stuff.
It is really good. It really and truly, but I'm not much of a drinker, so.
You don't have to be much of a drinker to get juiced on that stuff.
No, you don't have to. I felt pretty good.
I got a buddy at work that makes homemade moonshine too.
Put you about 2 or 3 fingers in a glass with a couple of ice cubes and sip on it, and you'll be dancing.
It had a lot more apples in it than that, but I ate a lot of them.
Hey, George Ray.
I did all my drinking when I was in my 20s, so I don't really do it anymore.
Hey, one fishing family in the house. What's up, bud?
Danny Stone said it looked like a urine sample.
Does not look like a clean sample.
Look like it might have a stone in it.
Still look like a dehydrated sample.
Cinnamon sticks in.
Got that cinnamon down. That's probably good for your cough.
It's really good
David,
stuff.
what's up, David?
It's not real hot though. It's probably only about 110, 120.
It's called
if I drink mine, I like it 160, 150. I like it hot.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get apple pie at 150, 160 because the apples and all that knocks it down.
Yeah, anytime you flavor it up, the content comes down.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't pure grain, you add some kind of syrup or sugar or flavor to it, it kind of comes down a little bit.
Georgia, you can
Still
make
good stuff, though.
It ought to be some good shine up there around in them mountains.
I've got some kinfolk to make it way up in North Georgia, and it is off the chain.
Yeah, they got that good water.
$125 a gallon. You can have some too.
Yeah.
Cause said I hardly ever drink, but I always take a shot of moonshine.
Yeah. If I make it up to Tennessee on a Thursday, because I probably will oblige you.
Oh, wait a minute. I got George and Fishing the Dream in here. No wonder I got 49 people still. I got multiple accounts.
So, Steve,
ain't worth it.
what's your preferred fishing spot on the river when you go fishing?
Who?
Steve.
Oh, you mean, well, from the bank, just anywhere I got cell service.
Yeah, is there something
Steve's trying to become a streamer? He said wherever I can get cell service. Not where the fish is at, where I can get service.
Well, I tell you, the Mississippi River down here, you don't have a whole lot of access to it from the bank because it's all private land. It's big hunting clubs, and I know a bunch of them people and could probably get permission to go down, but I like to fish off of points or behind points. You know, a point sticking out of the bank. It doesn't have to be a tremendous point as long as it creates a current scene. If it creates a current scene, it's going to have a hole behind it.
Yeah. So you like to fish in that current seam too?
I like to cast out in that current seam as far as I can and let the weight wash around and lay up against that ledge that is created by that current seam.
I got you.
That's why I think you probably enjoy that Lance Makugai Hawaiian rig that he has showed at one time, because you can get way more out there and let your bait get down there.
Well, let's see what I got to do. I wanted to ask Big Mike. He's talking about that Solstice reel. Was it a 55 or a 6500? What size was it?
BG 50.
That's a 5,000.
Yep.
It holds plenty of line.
Yeah, about 370 yards of 40-pound mono.
Ain't that what Tim? That's what Tim Epic got you on, wasn't it, Brian?
Yeah.
The ledge in the current.
Give me that number again, Mike.
Danny, yeah, being in the water does definitely help for fishing.
Big reel. That BG 50 is a very big reel.
What's that thing called?
$209.99 now.
Good Lord Almighty.
BG 50.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pay that for 3 combos.
And you can throw 30, 40, 50-pound test line real easy on it, can't you?
Yeah, I could cast it well over 100 yards with a 12-foot rod.
Yeah, see, fishing from the bank is a problem.
Got your Saltus with your higher end, or you can always go with the sea lines. They're a little bit cheaper. They're like 150.
Yeah.
JBT, what's up, man?
Yeah, then the Shimano Tranex 400s, them low profiles they're $400 or $300 if you get the 400. So really, $300 for a reel that holds probably 3 times the line ain't that bad.
Yeah. Well, at my age, I ain't gonna spend that kind of money because I ain't gonna get the wear and tear out of it.
This is the Sea Line 40 right here. It's great for
There's a link if anybody else wants to come up.
That one's perfect for a 10-foot 8 or anywhere from.
Well, that's a nice thick reel right there.
Yeah, this one will hold about 260 yards of 40-pound mono, and it casts green too. And you can get these brand new for like 139.
Give me the name on that. That's a Daiwa.
It's the Daiwa Sea Line 60 or 40 HV.
Sea Line 40.
Sea Line X. Yep, 40 HV. I mean, it's high velocity. That thing right there, buddy, you put it, I mean, you loosen that up right there, and that thing right there will spin and spin and spin and spin. It's a good casting reel, too.
See, I'm thinking I'm leaning more. I like the casting reels.
It's conventional non-level one. There is no level one. You have to use your thumb and pulling it on.
Each
Yeah,
reel
you're pulling it on. So there's no level in it.
Yeah.
The left one keeps you from casting as far too, don't it?
That's why you can cast a lot farther. But you ain't got to worry about tearing them worm gears up. There's no worm gears to tear up.
Yeah.
They're heavy. These bad boys are heavy. I mean, that's a small one. I've got one That's a little bit bigger than that. I've got the 50s too. And the 50s will hold about 200. Well, the 50s will hold about 330 yards of 40-pound mono. These will hold about 260, 270.
Well, the 50 is the same size as a 309 then.
No, that's the 50 is probably about this much wider.
I mean, it holds the same amount of line as a 309.
I don't know. I just know the fit. This is probably about the size of your 309. This one is the 50. This one.
But that 309 will hold more line than that reel. It'll hold 300 something yards of.
Plus, if you don't want to buy them, you can get them on eBay. I mean, I paid $52 for that reel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of them on eBay for $40 to $60 used.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are actually pretty nice too.
And if they do tear up, they're only $28 to rebuild, to do a complete rebuild on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like using the Shimanos too, because they're cheap to rebuild.
I tore the handle up on this one. I took the handle off. I tore the handle up. I had to straighten it up and I just had never put it back on yet. But yeah, that's it right there. I mean, they're super easy to work, and they got a loud clicker. You like the clicker?
It's like a doorbell.
Yep. I mean, that's what I used to run.
I'm sorry, Magic Pat. I don't know who Magic Pat is, but they're trying to come up, but I don't know them, so. Who's Magic Pat?
Probably,
I think I one Pat. That's Real Beast.
I got
that's Real Beast.
Magic Pat is Real Beast.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Magic Pat is Real Beast. I don't know about Magic Pat.
That's
Yeah,
the-
this says Magic Pat. This says guest who wants to come up is Magic Pat.
Yeah.
I could just, if I put that on a 12-foot rod, I could just about cast every bit of the line off of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went with the 50s.
I don't see him in chat, so speak him.
Magic Pat, speak in chat. Let me know who you are. Then I'll bring you up.
Better preview the camera. I know what happens when you don't.
That's why I was in there waving at him. I was like,
I think it's him.
Right.
Okay.
You were climbing up the stairs. I'm in the back. I'm trying to get up the ladder.
I almost
Yeah,
forgot.
JBT, the 6500s are pretty good.
Let's see. I got a private chat.
You use
I like-
your thumb, Dave.
All right.
I actually
I'll see
started
you,
out
Real Beast.
back when I started catfishing. I started before I started out with the Walmart reel. That's what I started out. God, put a hat on. You're blinding somebody.
I'm telling you, boy, good and shiny tonight.
David Smith.
For you.
Use that thumb right there.
Oh yeah, give you some good luck.
Under the pole, do it like this.
All right.
Magic Pat. That's funny.
You have to learn how to do it, David.
Yeah. I'll see a name I don't recognize. I gotta check.
That's my name on Real Beast now.
Go bother somebody else.
He wants a drink, man.
And that keeps bringing me her toy to throw. Come here. You want to say hey to everybody?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the cute puppy.
Mine are sleeping right now.
It's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix.
Oh, Lord. That's a real ankle biter there.
It's the smallest dog I've ever owned.
Is it a boy or girl?
The girl.
And this cat keeps opening this door back here.
Bitch in a dream waving at the dog. Hi, boy.
Dude, Mike,
Yeah.
He is.
how in the world did you lose that rod, bro?
I went and cast it, and the phone broke, and it fell out of my.
Yeah.
Golly, dude.
He
That's
threw that
funny. I
thing
always
like
had
he threw that thing like Tim.
I've lost a lot of the gripping. I guess, man. I hadn't casted a rod in almost a month.
Jeez.
I've lost. I mean, like I said, I'm down to almost 255 pounds.
I
We're
can't say
gonna
too
have
much. Oh, you go ahead.
We're gonna have to get Mike some of those grip grip tool things to gain some little more grip in the hand.
I'm gonna start putting a lanyard on my wrist. That way I don't lose them anymore. It's gonna be the last 400 rod that goes in the river.
Start
You
out
need
on
to
this.
put that thing in one of those little back straps to hold the rods in for the surf fishermen.
Just don't get a bungee cord; it might come back too fast.
I'd rather have a rod whipped back at me than fall in a lake.
That rod right
They
here will
can
knock.
come back and give me some sinker eye. I don't care.
I don't know if I'd want that rod whipping back at me. That rod just about knock you slam out. Beast nose, these things are heavy.
Hey, but you wake up 2 hours later and
window.
hey, you wake up 2 hours later and still got the rod.
Yeah. You got 4 pounds of 50 rod flying back at you.
Dude, that thing embed itself in your skull, dude. Them things are heavy.
It is what it
Yeah.
is. It's gonna be the last time I lose one though.
Instead of you ever see that that show on TV that sex brought me to the ER? It's going to be fishing brought me to the ER.
Put me in the ER a couple times.
That sounds like a new tournament.
Who
No
can catch
joke.
their rod the farthest? Who can throw their rod the farthest?
No joke. My dad's girlfriend, she put him in the hospital when they went fishing. She said she'd been fishing her whole life, so he put her in a boat, a small boat. She cast it sideways and put a swim bait hook all the way through his temple.
Oh.
They couldn't pull it out. He tried pulling it out. They had to do surgery.
But when we were younger, my cousin went fishing with us, and he never went fishing with us, but that day he did. And then he never did after either, because I caught him with a 5/0 hook right in the side of the neck, and we had to cut it and pull it out. He's like, "Yep, I'm done." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet so."
Here's this better, Mike? Does this help out?
That is amazing. What'd you do? It's like night and day now.
Pull that hoodie up over my head.
He doesn't have to turn his light on. All he got to do is take his hat off in his room, and it'll light the room up.
It'll also attract bugs, bring down airplanes. It'll stop traffic. It'll start fire.
That sounds like a multi-tool.
Survival. I can, if I ever get lost in the woods, just kind of shine like a mirror, do SOS over here.
You could almost get a cord and plug it in your ear and have a solar panel.
We don't need a Christmas tree.
Oh.
Hook some lights up around here. We're good to go.
We just need to get John Euler with his marker and put a star in your head.
Nice. It wouldn't be the first time somebody drew something up there. It's kind of an empty canvas, lots to work with. There we go. I can see y'all better now. It's not so small.
I had to turn my TV settings down. Vivid wasn't working out for me.
Oh man. Yeah, I seen your little picture, Brad, where you were using the Tranks. What was it, the 400?
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one for catfishing out of the kayaks, that 500, dude.
Yeah, them are a heck of a lot of line capacity on them. Even the 400's got a lot.
Yeah.
I got one with the paddle handle, and Jason's got one with the power handle on the 400, and they're both pretty nice.
Everybody's liking us. Here's my back. What are you showing off?
The 400.
That makes the third Uncle Lou's rod we got.
Jesus, dude.
Real beast, you'd like the price I got mine for, though.
What, free?
No, I didn't get it for free. I had to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
but it was brand new in the box. The store was closing, and I got it brand new in a box for $163.
Dude,
Jeez.
that's not fair.
Yeah, I asked him if they had more, and the guy told me no, and wasn't very happy that I bought it because I think he was going to buy it because as an employee,
Jeez.
he looked like he was peed off. We went back the next day because they had a bunch of other reels, and they were so cheap. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back and buy the rest of them reels. I don't care if I can use them or not because they are all still brand new. I actually cut the tape on the Tranex to get it out. Went back there and there wasn't a single reel sitting there anymore. I'm like, I bet he bought the other ones because I mean some of them reels were marked down 80%. So,
dude, I've never got that kind of luck.
Fluger spinning reels. I mean, whole bunch of Abus. I mean, there's a whole bunch of Lus. I'm like, yeah, I should have bought them when I was there.
He just bought them just so he could turn around and resell them.
Oh yeah, I guarantee he did. I guarantee he put them on eBay, marked them up at full price, and took what he got.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, how much is a good Abu 7000 costing people nowadays?
Depends on what model of it. The C4s are like what, almost $200 now.
Mm-hmm.
The C3s on the new Catfish specials are up there pretty good too.
Almost 400, ain't they? Like 360.
Those Catfish specials were like 150 some bucks, and I know they're like in the 170 now for the C3 6500s. They went up a lot. They put the new model out and then let it sit at the same price for a little bit and then bumped it up.
That 6500 don't hold enough line for me.
No, well, if you're fishing off a boat, it does. But
Yeah, I guess so.
if you're fishing off the bank, it kind of limits you on what you can throw out because I can cast them. I can fill it as full as I want, and I can cast them out of line.
Right.
Used to be able to put 350 yards, 100-pound braid on those 7,000 eyes I had.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
That's the one I
Or
got.
do you mean Big Mike?
Yeah, both Mikes.
We both leaned up like, what?
You remember this one?
Yeah, I remember you got 500 yards, a 50-pound mono on that reel.
50 on that bad boy. Whisker Seeker.
Yeah,
I'm
we were
liking this
catching
line,
pretty good weight out there, though.
That's a lot of
what I got
line.
that big one. That last live on was this one.
He could fish for daggone 10-foot hammerheads with that reel.
Close.
Jody, Brad, Coach, we'll just sit back here like, meh.
Well, I'm
Here,
looking at
here, let's move the stars up here. Let's move the stars up there.
Oh, is it bright again? So I'm sorry.
the rails. I can't get mine out.
What do you want?
I'm not no star. Put me back on the bottom. Switch me and Steve Adams out.
We're doing fine.
Wait a minute, Brad's an icon, so he has to come down to the bottom. He has to come down here with us. He's just an icon.
My emoji speaking.
I actually made I could see Pat and Mike better. TV.
I just have to make sure that I keep me and Jody side by side, though. That's my CFL.
I don't want to get it for you. You want me to throw it, you go get it.
And I got to get me one more reel.
Only one more?
Yeah, that's all. I need one more reel.
And then one more after.
Huh?
And then one more after, right?
Oh, no. I'm not. I do stuff out of necessity, basically, if you call fishing a necessity. I'm not one of these latest and greatest guys.
Fishing is a necessity in life.
But this
Which one is that? 50 or the 60?
That's
I finally got one of these bad boys.
I got
I showed it off a couple weeks ago.
I got two of them.
It's not as good as what you was showing, but
they don't hold.
I like it.
Was it the 60 or the 50?
No, I'll go to a solo and show you here. It is the 60.
I've got one.
I got this because of people in this community. The Piscifun Chaos 60.
You put a lot of 30-pound mono on it.
It sounds good.
You can't get a whole lot on there, Mike.
I mean, you can get. I mean, that's what I have.
The only thing is, it's pretty small. It looks like my damn cheap old Sawangalang as far as capacity wise. This kind of looks.
And those nuts will work loose too when you're using them.
It looks small, but man, that sounds nice.
Put Loctite on those.
It's not a bad reel.
No,
the gear ratio on the ball bearing seems small too. This almost seems like that cheap ass Sawangalang reel.
They might be made in the
as far
same
as
spot.
gear ratio and stuff, but it does feel smooth. I ain't gonna lie. This power handle and that drag. Obviously, if I turn it off, whatever. But it feels good. It looks pretty. Blue is my favorite color, so I love that I could get it in blue. I love cobalt steel blue is my favorite blue, so this is close to my favorite color. So, but yes, this is that Chaos 60. I'm gonna put that on an Uncle Lou rod, and I'm gonna be happy.
Some of these catfish companies do like to rebrand stuff in their name. You do see a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well, 8 ounces is the most I've tried to cast with one, and it handles it good. The 60, I got 2 of them, and I got one on I guess it's a 9-foot rod. It handles that. It handles 8 ounces good. It throws it out there too. Only problem is I got 25-pound test line on them. I didn't put it. Just wouldn't 30. It just wasn't going to be enough line if you hang a big fish.
No, you can't cast it. I mean, you can't put a whole lot of line on it, but I mean, it holds a good bit of 30.
I dropped down to 25, and it holds a bunch of 20. And I loaded it up too. I really loaded it a little bit too much, but
30 is small in the Tennessee River.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. My thing about all the pound test line, that technically don't matter, because if you're running your drag right and you're loosening it or tightening it, and you're getting it into a proper freaking zone, you can catch like a 50-pound fish on 10-pound line, as long as you have enough line to fight it on a lighter drag.
Or if you're not
like
running,
if you set that drag lower and let it run in and out, but yet tire it out, you could bring in a 50-pound fish on 10-pound line. So
yeah, spend an hour bringing fish in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's going to take longer. It's going to be longer. It's going to be more of a fight, but you can technically catch that monster fish on light gear and light tackle as long as you play it right.
If everything falls in your favor, you can.
Yeah. No current either.
Yeah, you catch it.
Yeah, the current adds to the weight, so
you hang a 50 pound. You hang a 50-pound fish in the bank.
But still, overall, if you play it right and you fight it right, you take your time with it, you can catch a beast on light stuff, I've seen people catch a 53-pound catfish on 12-pound line on a freaking like little crappie looking rod.
Some of them fish are pretty smart. They'll open that dang mouth up and curl that tail, and a 10-pounder will feel like a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially, they've been caught before. They wise up a little bit, I think, or it seems like they do.
Once they get hooked a few times, they get a few fights under their belt. It's almost like, they understand what's going on, just like in their own environment. When a few snapping turtles come and bite their ass on the end, they learn to run away from them snapping turtles.
always make the joke on our little river that I've at least poked every one of them catfish in the mouth at least once that were over a couple pounds. we fish that river so hard. I'm like, man, I swear I've caught this before. It'll have a distinct mark on it, and you'll end up catching it down the road. You're like, yeah, there ain't no way this ain't the same fish I caught last year, but quite a bit bigger.
Yeah, because you let it grow, and it grew.
I've caught catfish here in the river that had my hook still in my from a year ago. I've caught several of them.
I know I've pulled other hooks out of catfish's mouth that have been stuck in there, pulling them out. They weren't our hooks, but
I caught one out there. I caught one over there at the doors one time. I had 5 hooks in it.
We were fishing underneath a bridge on a pillar, and there was some people fishing. We were like just off the middle of the channel, and there's this little spot that people can fish, and we seen them fishing there, and we caught a fish, and it was sitting there puking up this piece of chicken breast was as big around as your hand, and this thing was puking this thing up, and I'm like, well, I can tell you what they're using because I know he hasn't been choking on this for a couple hours.
Yep. There's been times where I pull up catfish that are puking up like crawdads or green sunfish or whatever. Like you can always tell what they recently had when they start chucking up what they just ate recently.
Well, when they start gorging food right there before winter, where you really start noticing it, because they'll eat and they'll it's nonstop eating.
Yeah, because they're trying to pack up for the winter like squirrels almost.
Yeah, except for they run out of room to put it and they don't bury it.
I've actually seen that with some snakes sometimes too, where snakes are gorging and getting really fat. And then you walk across and you walk across the trail and you'll see a snake like going and like hacking up a meal because it ate too much.
Yeah.
I got a question on some reels.
Uh-uh.
I'm building a rack across the back of my pontoon. I'm going to start dragging. So I was going to put my big cat fever rods back there and these warfares that Brad hates so bad on them. That'd be a good matchup, right? But I need some new reels for these loopholes. And I'm small enough where I can cast them good.
You're gonna drag though. You don't have to cast it that far. You just kind of flip it out.
I was gonna say when you're dragging it, you're just letting it out behind the boat. You ain't gotta throw it way out there.
When I'm dragging, I'll use these with my big cat fever rods. But when I'm anchored up, I'm gonna use my Uncle Lou's off the front and cast off. So you've got that same reel that Mike just showed, right? Big Mike? In your honest opinion, should I buy those?
No.
No, you're on a pontoon. He's on the bank. Us bank fishermen need that shit. you don't on the boat.
You're not going to
need it. You by no means need that reel for the boat.
No.
You know,
not my opinion.
I mean,
the catch.
It's bad enough you got to worry. I mean, it's bad. You got to worry about your boat and everything else, but then you got to worry about spooling your line on the reel and everything.
Now that's it. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one Mike's Fishing Home just got. You said you had one just like it, that blue one.
Oh, you talking about the KI60?
I thought you was talking about that.
You talking about the Pissy Fun. Hold on, let me show her again. Solo. This is the Pissy Fun KI60. This would be a decent one in my opinion. It's a great reel in my opinion. I can't wait to string it up and get it on my lure rod. But this is almost like my Sarwanga Lang too. It's just the better version, like the a little more money and a little better maybe. But this is about like the one I've been using when I was on your tournament. When I caught that 13.5-pound fish, it was on the cheap version of this reel. It was on the Sarongalang, like $40 reel.
You use 50.
It's kind of like this one, about the same size, about the same gear ratio and everything. This one's just technically a little more money. It's probably slightly a little bit better, but it's the one that everybody raved about in this community, so I went ahead and bought one. Rico bought one and did a review on it. I saw that they had it in blue, and that's why I bought it, because I love blue. So that's why I bought it. I got the Chaos 60 in the blue color. But yeah, you need more like what I got, in my opinion, than what Mike has, because Mike is that serious bank fisherman that needs that really, really big like surf gear type shit to get out there. Off the bank. You got to get way out there off the bank in the current, deal with that. You don't have to.
Yeah, but she'll be fishing the Tennessee River, man. I don't think those reels will handle it.
And I'm after big fish.
That's what I'm saying. Those reels, I wouldn't buy them.
Or
My honest opinion, I wouldn't buy them. The only reason why I got one is because I want it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend anybody to buy them. I hate to be that way, but not if you fish a big river and you're going for big fish.
See, the he's talking about, I've got one of those.
They won't handle the heat.
This little.
Plus, you run 50-pound mono.
Yeah, he won't bring in a big fish. I've had a big fish on it.
Well, I mean, that'll be fine, but you put 50-pound mono on that Chaos 60, you'd be lucky if you get 100 yards on it.
This has got 50-pound on it.
I know, but I'm talking about that Chaos 60.
Yeah.
He's talking about the reel I just showed.
That's a good reel. There ain't nothing wrong with that reel. Stick that rod in the ceiling fan.
I mean, I don't know what kind of reels you're looking at, but I've been pretty impressed with this Cast King Recon.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good reel.
I use it out of my kayak, and it does good.
Where's the exit? So,
I want something as far.
I like the Recon, but I don't like them other Cast King reels.
Well, this is the only one that I like right here. This is the 20.
I like that one.
So it says, it says 330 yards of 25. I know for a fact I've got about right under 200 of 40 on here. So, I mean.
What's up, Has Life?
And it puts out a lot of drag. It'd be good for off a boat, I would think. And I've had some pretty big fish on this.
Tell me what a big fish is.
Like 30 plus.
I have the Cast King 90. The Cast King Rover 90. Any opinions on that? Big Mike shaking his head like no.
On it.
They're junk.
That was my first. That was my first reel I ever bought that was not just straight out of Walmart. So
you have to pay for quality. I hate to say it that way. You know what I mean?
I know, but I can't cast.
It's not quality.
I can't cast as far as you all.
Well, I know this cast.
If you're on a boat, you don't have to cast 300 yards. But also, you're going to be dragged behind the boat, so you're going to stagger your baits out. You're going to stagger ones in the middle, a little farther back. I don't know if you go a V out, or if you V in. I don't know how you do, but you're going to stagger your baits out. So some of your reels, you do want a little capacity on them.
Yeah.
Because you're going to put them 100 yards behind the boat.
I mean, I like these reels. Everybody else don't, though.
Those are good reels.
What is it, George?
What's that, Has?
I got the Warfares, the 30s.
Yeah, the Warfares are good.
It looks
reels.
like you and Beast have the same reels. I try to bounce back and forth. It looks like you and him are showing the same reel.
I know for a fact the Warfares are good reels because a buddy of mine uses them, and he's a guy.
Beast showed Europe again.
And he's caught 70, 80. Well, you got the. See, I like those. But
I love these.
The Penn Warfares are good reels. There ain't nothing wrong with the Warfares.
And then
70, 80 pound
says she likes the Penn Squalls.
I like the Penn Squalls. They're good reels too.
I do have to buy some reels coming up though.
Squalls are good reels.
How much do they cost?
What? What? Like 140?
Yeah, pretty close.
Depending on what size you go with.
Is it conventional or at that level where I have to do it with my thumb?
They have both. They have conventional levels and conventional non-levels.
Yeah, this
I
one's
prefer the thumb bar on my
non.
sailor.
Squalls are good reels. They really, and they got a lot of line capacity on them. They make them big. So if you want a real big reel, you can get them.
That's what that big one is. It's a Squall 50.
Yeah, it's a Squall 50, and it holds 500 yards of 50-pound mono.
Brad left the panel, but he still got some comments in chat. He says he had 4 of the Warfares and gave 2 away.
He's making fun of my reels right now.
I've never used them, but I know people that have used them, and they haven't had a problem with them.
They're fun to me. They bring in a fish so easy.
I like the Squalls. Squalls are good reels. Pat will take them down to the salt water and abuse them in the salt water. You know they're good reels.
I catch sharks and everything else on them.
Well, I got a sack full of 309.
Yeah, Brad, here it comes.
Pen 309.
I'll just slap it out in chat again.
Don't let
Could
him.
messenger you, but I'll just slap it here. There you go, Brad. And has if you're bored up there too.
Them squalls, they get like 30 pounds of drag also.
No.
I used to overhaul them 309s, but I got too shaky now. I can't do it no more. When something happens to them, I just throw them in the box and break out another.
Come in the house.
Chasing cat.
Hello, Brad. Old friend.
The pins by themselves work great if you're not casting any weight to them. If you cast over 8 ounces on them consistently, they will actually start engaging the drag and flip the handle shut when you cast them with anything over 8 ounces. They don't take it. If you keep your weight under 8 ounces, you're fine. They work great.
I've noticed sometimes when I cast it, flip and engage and won't cast off.
Yep. That's why I got rid of them, because they'll snap line off quick doing it.
Yeah.
I had it happen a few times. They're great for trolling off the back of a boat, though.
Yeah, I didn't know what was actually.
I mean, you're not making big, huge, long casts, so it don't really matter. I mean, you could throw 20 ounces. You're not going to throw it 200 yards. So
yeah, you're just lob casting.
If you're going to try to cast like they do out of LGs with those pins, it ain't going to work. They just don't cast good like that.
I used them down the first time.
Yeah, I bet you're about 60 or 80 feet shorter than they were casting pretty easy.
Mr. Duggar.
That's because she's a boat fisherman. She's not used to having a cast for.
Yeah. I used 50 pounds of line because I had to turn.
I can cast 50-pound mono over 100 yards.
I finally got one. He's telling me about for
It hurts, but
100.
It makes good leader line. That's what I use for leader. I use 80-pound for leader.
Yeah, I saw an echo too, Brian. Let me leave and come back. See if it's me.
Hey, Danny.
It was him.
Hey, Danny.
Mike's echoing on his own thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Does it sound now?
Like crap.
That's just his voice. He's talking about the echo.
I'm going to block my mic, and then I'm going to block everybody else.
You sound like a robot.
No, dude, drop a beat right now.
I'm not hearing it. Everything sounds clear here.
I muted my mic, so I know it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Jody, you see my buddy sitting back in?
Where's Lucky? There's words on top.
Sitting right over there. That white, that's his chest.
Yeah. Pick him up and pat him and scratch you.
I know. That's what he's sitting over there thinking about now.
Hey, Mike, since he's an icon, you need to move Brad up there where Mike is, so that your deal ain't in his face.
Nothing in here.
Up has.
What up, what up?
What's up,
What's going
dog?
on, man?
What's
Hey,
going on, y'all?
Welcome to the party.
All the
Yeah,
way
I know,
back
man. I
there.
see everybody's hanging out late tonight.
late.
Oh, yeah.
We waiting on hog leg.
I'll be up till the sun comes
Oh
up.
man, I never make it to hog leg show. I'm always sleep way before then.
Yeah, I won't make it tonight. I'm gonna have to get some sleep.
I get up early every morning, so I was just up feeding the baby and everything. I was gonna lay it down soon, but I love my pen squalls, Jody.
Oh yeah, squall's good.
These from the boat are my favorite reel right here from the boat.
You don't need to go bigger. Probably a 40. That's about as big as you need to go.
Yeah,
Unless
this is a 20 pen squall 20. It's like it's comparable to the 7,000 Abu Garcia. They're about the same size, and they can hold a lot of line. They definitely can hold a lot more than line than a 6,500 Abu Garcia. I like it because like if you break off, like when you're fishing, you can break off multiple times and not have to worry about respooling your line. Now, if you break off like a 6,500 Abu Garcia, in like 80 feet of water and it breaks off like towards the top and you lose. Now you got to respool that whole thing before you go out on your next trip. So, yeah, I like a pen squall 30. I'll probably suggest for you. And that way you don't have to like respool it every time you break off and stuff fishing from the boat. But they're winches. They are winches.
The pen squall, they make a 40 and a 50 too.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
I think
Back there's the 50.
yeah, once you get over 30, once you get into that 40, 50, it's not level one anymore.
Okay.
That 50, I think mine's a little.
They have level one than the 50s.
I got the
they do?
littlest sticker up there.
Danny Stone. Danny Stone in the house.
That's what Pat got.
Okay, so I guess they make them in both. Now, I was just looking at it on Bass Pro. They have a new pen squall. They have a pen squall 2 now that's out. I don't have
That's
that
what this
one.
is.
Oh, yep, that's a pen squall 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a beast of a reel.
Yeah, that is. That's like what do you use that for? Use that for ocean or use
Catfish,
that on
black drum, sharks. I mean, 500 yards of 50-pound mono. They do it all.
The last time he came fish with me, he brought it up here. We were playing with it.
We were throwing that thing over 100 yards, dude, with 50-pound
We're
mono.
casting over 100 yards with it.
Yeah, that's crazy. A pen squall casting that far too, because like, I mean, the one thing about these is like, cast distance wise, compared to like an Abu, it's definitely a lot easier to cast the Abu. But that's why I like these for the boat, because you don't have to, put a lot of power into it. You're on your spot. You don't have to, fully send it out. So, but once you get used to them, like I can cast these really far now. Like once you get them dialed in, they will work. You just have to, every reel you have to get used to and find that pushing point, loosen up that tension knob on it and play with it.
Good too.
Yeah.
This 40, it holds. I know you said you like 50, Jody. It holds 220 yards of 50. I mean, that's plenty for dragging off the back of the boat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Out, dog.
And then I think I went down to I think it's a 20. I hate it. It didn't crank in as good. It felt like every fish was a monster. And this one just brings them in easy. But when I went down the side of the fishing.
Yeah, that's the warfare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does that? Isn't there a Phantom too?
I think so.
No.
I know there's the Fathom is like that's the next step up over a squall. Like that's like the really good one. That one's like good for casting too. The Pen Fathoms. Let me see.
Smith just wrote about something about Pat Rilby's and comics. Someone wants to share his.
What is it? I know you said my name. What's up?
David Smith said to try to get you up to 1,000 if someone wants to drop your link.
It's growing, that's for sure. I got a lot of folks helping me.
Well, good.
I pushed Real Beast a couple times in here, but I mean, I'm a small channel. I can only do what I can do, but Real Beast is one that I pushed in here a few times.
I think it's this bald head, man. This light's hypnotizing folks, dude. Like brainwashing people.
But the good thing is, you know, we got CatCon coming up, so that way you'll be able to get your hands on all these different types of reels and stuff and get a lot of knowledge. So I wouldn't even buy anything until, you know, after you go to CatCon, or you may, you know, find your reels right there for cheap. Because the good thing about going there, you don't have to pay for the shipping. I know we've been, you know, spending so much money on paying for shipping, so that's gonna cut out the cost. But I'm definitely interested in looking at other reels too as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to CatCon to buy any.
Yeah,
That long. I've got some old classic CLXs that'll get me through.
I've also heard the loser. I mean, not the loser. the lose laser XLs. I heard those are good. I haven't used them. I know Roger. He likes them. He swears by them.
You could do like me, get some Avets coming in.
Yeah. Some Raptors.
I didn't get the Raptors, man. I couldn't afford them this time.
They're only $200 a piece.
$1,000 a piece.
No,
500 a piece, man.
Yeah, 500 a piece, yeah.
If I spend $1,000 on a reel, that reel better be electric reel. It better be reeling in the fish for me. It better set the hook and reel the fish in and everything.
Man, some of my shark reels are close to that.
The Raptor's meant for saltwater. It's 2-speed, and it is a true winch.
Yeah, I mean that's what they do in the saltwater. You know, when they're fighting fish like 1,000 yards down, you know they have them automatic reels. I'll be watching them using things.
What size the average?
I don't know. I feel like I would try to fight the fish.
I got 2 MXLs for out of my kayak. So I got a couple of those new Mad Cats kayak rods, them green. So I got the purple Avets to go on it and get that Joker look.
What's the length on those?
6'6".
6'6". That's a good size for the kayak. Landing the fish, you know, when you have a shorter rod, it's a lot easier to reach out and land the fish.
I like the 5/8s, but it's hard to find a company that actually makes them. They're not a jigging rod, you know.
Yeah. That's right, Carl. So better cook my food too.
Man, some of my shark rods are close to 1,000, dude. Shark fishing can be expensive.
Yeah, I want to go shark fishing. That looks like fun.
Tackle alone gets expensive on shark fishing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. There's this guy, Cattleman. He has like this. He does shark fishing over on the Delaware beach. So I'll probably go up there and link with him over the summer. He has all the gear and everything like that.
I was going to show you one of my hooks for shark fishing, but I don't think I got them here with me right now. They're in storage. But I use 20 and 27-aught circles.
You put a whole chicken on that.
Shoot, put a 40-pound blue cat on for bait, dude.
Them grouper would be pretty sweet to catch.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me interrupt for a minute. I might be adding William Porchop, but for some reason it's not saying verified, so I might be removing it right away. But just in case it is Porchop, let me add my good buddy. I'll be right back.
Oh,
I gotta add them, and then block your icons if you don't want your face up here.
let me turn my camera off just in case.
Just in case of the crazy shenanigans. But for now, I'm gonna add it, and then I gotta leave and come back. Like
you're good
because my phone was been crazy.
We're good. We're good to go.
Crazy.
So, Steve.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man?
How's it going, Pork Chop?
Brad.
Oh,
I think he's tuned to a kid.
Who?
Right. Hey, Pork Chop. Hey,
Pretty good, Jody. How are you?
I can't complain.
Danny, did you end up moving the other day? I think it was like you were live. Was it yesterday? I was watching you. You were out there fishing.
Yeah.
Did you go up to that back creek?
Yeah, I had no choice, man. The rivers are too messed up still.
Or did you end
Man,
up
you talk
catching
like
anything?
Harris, I learned a valuable lesson from you today.
What's that?
Is that pork chop?
What's up, Mike?
I was watching your watching a video you
All
put
I've
out,
seen is spinning bullets.
and I watched you catch the first fish and made a comment. And after I made the comment, I go, "Oh crap! Wait, there's more." And he kept reeling me in. I'm like, "Oh, I thought that was it." I've learned to wait until the end of the video.
To drop the comments. Yeah, I remember you were like, it was almost a sweet dog, and then boom, like another couple fish later, we did get
Yeah,
our
I'm like,
first one.
okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I just did
No,
that
I
on
said,
there.
exactly what I said was pretty much right now, any fish in the wintertime, I consider to be a sweet doggy.
Yeah. The winter bite's been tough, especially the month of December for me, man. When I was able to go out, man, it was
Come
rough,
on, Mike.
man.
Yeah, when there's 47 people fishing and only 3 of them are catching, everything's a sweet doggy.
Yeah. And that day that I was out fishing, you had like Ernie and Smoke, they were downriver and they weren't catching anything. Chunky went from one spot to another spot and he only caught one fish. And I was just getting bad reviews everywhere. So I was like, I'm going upriver and went away from everybody else and
Well,
ended
y'all
up
did
getting
good
my
this
fire
spot.
bite. Yeah.
Man,
It was
can you believe how excited Chunky got when he caught that one fish?
I mean, he been skunked like 4
Man
lives
said,
in a
"Screen
row.
shot
So
this the Brady Bunch."
he
For
been
3 months,
stressing.
he ain't got nothing.
He been stressing.
He's cracking me up. Chunky's kissing fish.
Dude, it's bald man power. I caught a fish and broke my skunk, and then he caught one right after me.
Hey, Pat, you're the
Oh, yeah,
light.
you
in the
guys
middle
were
of the
both out
stream.
the same day when Chunky finally busted his skunk. You were out there that same day. I saw that.
Yeah.
I broke mine too.
Yep.
Yeah, I was out there.
But yours was not a
Did a lot of
3-month skunk
fishing.
like Chunky's.
It was about a month.
Man,
He was so thrilled and happy. It reminds me of when I catch a tiny bullhead. I'm like, fish.
I just wait till I got a fish on the hook and then turn the live on. There you go. That's the anti.
Hey, you and old boy had a good day out there the other day, though. What's his name?
A lot of fishing TV, Everett.
Yes, a lot of fishing. You
Yeah.
and a lot of fishing out there was putting it down the other day, man.
Yeah,
I was
it
watching
was
from work,
fire.
and it was awesome.
That was in a 2-hour
I hooked at
window.
him that day from your video. I went and hooks at him, and then I've seen his source that he posted. Y'all was putting it down.
Those bloopers are always good too.
I know. I had to sit on the bank. I did a big mic.
Oh, watching that. Me and a couple of guys was watching that video when you went down. We were all like, "Down goes Frazier."
Oh, when he slipped and fell on his ass.
Yeah, but hey, go back and watch that video because I'll tell you what, you're talking about a true professional. Even landing on his butt and sliding,
He didn't
kept
lose that
rod
fish.
up and kept that line tight. all the way down.
I'm not losing that
He
fish.
got up
He
like,
didn't care, hey,
I
he
got
didn't
it.
care about the mud.
That had to be the most graceful fall I've ever seen.
Glass on the ground, ripping his legs up, and he wasn't letting go of that fish.
Hell no. There's been times I fell head first into the water, and I just started reeling my pole underwater and stood up and still was reeling the fish. Now, that was before I started going live, but it'll happen again. It'll happen again.
I'll go to the hospital after this fish on the bank.
That was funny about the glizzy in the pocket.
Oh yeah. That day, that live was just that was the best.
Hey, that was a
It was
good
like
time,
one
man.
hit
That was a good
after
time.
another.
Matter of fact, about three years ago, we went fishing down at Shelbyville Spillway. It was my lady's birthday. I slipped and fell in between 2 rocks. I snapped my ankle, and got a
Oh.
big old watermelon knee because I cracked it on a rock. I texted her and said, "Hey, you guys having fun over there?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I'll see you when you come over here." For the next 6 hours, I was sitting over there with like a watermelon on my knee because it swelled up from shattering my knee and my ankle. I could not walk. She finally came over and said, "How you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm fucked up. We need to go, but I didn't want to interrupt your birthday at the beach." So she saw me and she goes, "Oh man, my pants was literally ripped from my knee busting through the pants." So she said, "All right, let's go," and we left. So yeah, when you fishing, and it's just gonna be a trooper sometimes, especially when your lady involved on her birthday. You know, you ain't gonna interrupt that.
I wasn't
As
laughing
one,
at Busted Knee. I'm laughing at Brian B. What Brian B. said.
The
Mhm.
big dummy was sliding in the home base. You need to slide into a fish, Brian, over there catching one dink on the boat.
The big dummy was sliding in the home base. Yeah, pretty much. I might as well have been sliding in the home base.
He
I
slid in
slipped on a
before,
rock,
though.
and when I slipped on that rock, I landed in between two more rocks, and my ankle snapped in those two rocks, and then my knee cracked the boulder next to me. I was messed up. But I kept fishing. I landed 3 more fish while waiting for her to come over from the beach. It was crazy,
One
but it
of
was fun.
my favorite part of Haz's video, though, is close to the
No.
end there, where they landed little dink, and he said, "Man, that's a channel
Nope.
blue or something like that." They were laughing harder and having more fun with the little bitty fish than they did with the big ones.
It's always a good time when you catch the little stinky dinkies.
Man, that thing, his mouth was full of eel. You couldn't even get light through there. It was just packed in there. I'm like, man.
I don't know why, Brian, because I have echo turned off. This is crazy. Is it somebody else's thing or not? I have echo cancellation off, and I have auto adjust mic on.
does someone got their second device up? The volume?
Maybe because she's saying every time I talk, there's an echo.
Yeah, I hear the echo too.
Someone's got a second device running.
Is it mine?
Usually you were coming back out.
Mute pork chop. It may be him.
See if it goes away.
La 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 la.
It's still echoing.
Mute pork chop.
Yeah, I was muted and it was still echoing. Let's see. Pork chop is down here. Let me mute him. Well, I can't. It says remove or solo. Why can't I mute him? I guess I'll remove him.
Yep,
Try it
that
out.
was it. No echo.
You hear it now?
That's it. You got it.
Pork chop
Yep.
has to go back out and come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, David?
Mike, did you see the keg of Fireball on Facebook today?
Did I what?
The Fireball that you like to drink, they make it in a like a keg now.
Oh.
Oh my God!
I was gonna send it to you.
I used to have a Fireball double tapper. It was called a Firebox. It was a 1.75 liter on both sides, and all you had to do was tap it. Once it was done, you pull the bag out, whip it around, and get like another shot or two.
That sounds like
This is like a 5-gallon keg.
You sure you wasn't using it like an IV, Mike? Hang it up on that little stainless steel rack and put a needle right in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to drink less. Y'all trying to interest me in drinking more. What's going on, Bankfish and Avengers? Mr. Duggar says it's Mike's. It can't be, man, because when I muted myself, it was still there.
Anybody going out fishing this week?
I'm going Friday.
I'm probably going to regret it because it's going to be cold and I got to travel north. but I'm going to Illinois.
Going to Illinois.
Yep.
Oh
Gonna meet
shit,
up with,
Danny coming to visit me.
I'm going to meet up with Jerry Parker, Fishing Freedom. He's going to follow me up there, and we're going to meet up with Jerry Parker and go to Baldwin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah,
Anderson's
that
gonna
ball
come
one
over there.
sounds. That ball one
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, you
I've
guys
heard
gonna
some
get
good
on
things
about
about it.
107 2-pound fish.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I've heard some good things about it.
Hey, look, just make a video out of it. How many fish can you catch on 10 bluegill or whatever you use it for bait?
Well, I think Jerry's going to live stream it, but we're all gonna spread out all over Baldwin so that we're all on like a panel. And we're all in the same spot fishing, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I'm bringing them 16-foot rods, so I'm going out there way further than they are. Maybe I can find something they can't find.
You trying to?
Yeah, I remember when they were asking you about those, and you said, "I'm not bringing those big old rods." Until they said that they got 60 pounders, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring those big old rods."
Yeah, but you know what? Just to make it fun, I'm gonna take my. I've already got it loaded in the truck. I'm taking my little 3-foot Dock Demon with me, with about 8-pound test on it, and I'm gonna throw that out there and see what I can do with that little Dock Demon just for the fun of it.
Is there any deep parts in that lake?
Oh yeah, but they said they're way out there. That's why I'm bringing that 16-foot rod.
Yeah.
You got to get.
That's
way
why I
out
can't
there
wait to start Adventures of Little Rod again this next season. I'm gonna do it. If Valerie's still out there, she'll know what I'm talking about. And some of my old school regulars. I'm gonna do Adventures of Little Rod again, just like you talk about that Dock Demon.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people have done the Dock Demon challenge and stuff. And I got a lot of friends down in Florida that's got YouTube channels, and I mean those guys down there are huge. I mean, my buddies down in Florida, I mean they've got like one of them's got 100,000 subscribers, the other one's got 200,000.
Yeah.
Them surf fishing guys down there, man, that community there. But
yeah, that ocean community gets a lot of viewers, but they're not as supportive as we are. I've noticed that. Because they'll have 100,000 subscribers and they'll have like 8 people watching.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, those guys down there, they got huge, massive numbers on subscribers. And one thing you will never, ever see them do is bring you up on their channel and advertise your channel. They won't do it. They will not do it. You know, that it's their channel. I mean, no knocking on them. That's their channel. They do what they want, but they will not do that.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about our community. Everybody helps everybody out.
Exactly, man. Tight like a family.
That's what I was saying. The catfish community and the general fishing community around here with the crappies and the bass and stuff is way more supportive than the like ocean type fisher channels.
No.
I'm seeing some of them too. I'm subscribed to one that has like 500,000 subscribers, 500,000 freaking subscribers. You'll see like 10 people in their lives.
Yeah.
And they barely ever go live. And they definitely, like you said, don't ever invite nobody up. They don't ever shout nobody out. Yeah.
I've only seen them do a live stream maybe 3-4 times a year. That's it.
Yeah.
So theirs is all production videos, everything like that. They're all production. And I mean, don't get me wrong. They're a great bunch of guys, and I love them like brothers, man. They always treat me nice down there. But it's a whole different mindset when it comes to YouTube with those guys.
Yeah. Valerie, you're going to see more of that next year. Trust me. I'm going to put some braid in that pole so I can actually cast it out. And there's going to be a lot more adventures. That was not a one shot and done. It's coming up next year, too.
Well, you do that again. Hey, me and my little Dock Demon went in on that.
Now, here's the difference. Danny, do you know that mine I actually caught out of the water? I was fishing live, and I caught a little pole out of the water. Since I've done that, I've thrown that rod back in the water with bait on there and caught 3 fish on it so far.
Huh.
Lucky
I
ride.
caught the reel out of the water. It had a catfish on it when I caught it. If you go to my playlist and look for Adventures of Little Rod, you'll find the storyline to it. And I'm gonna do it this year too. I'm gonna use that rod all year this next year coming up once the water warms up again and stuff.
Man,
It's a
that's
crazy thing that happened, and it's funny, and that's how Valerie found me, was through that story.
There's probably
It's
some
pretty
little kids
amazing.
still sitting in that bank somewhere crying because you got the rod.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing the collective amount of people that we've actually got in here from, kids 3. Well, I mean, if you look at the youngest, probably a couple years old, all the way up to the older generation. So you got from beginner to advanced all in a group.
Yep.
Be careful with the older generation.
I was about to say, he talking about Steve over there.
Steve says, "Is I here old?"
Yeah,
Steve's still a spring chicken. We don't worry about him.
he got the kind of checking his words when he got to the top end. As you notice, he figured out how he was going to word that last part of that sentence.
Oh, I seen Haz laughing before I finished it.
I was too.
Jody, you
I may
fishing
be no
Thursday?
Steve, but I'm almost 50.
50.
Am I fishing?
Yeah, you fishing Thursday?
Let's thing that's in the flathead panel Thursday night because I've been sucked Thursday night. They ain't been catching nothing. So I started going Fridays.
Oh, Friday.
Fish don't bite till Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be out there Saturday and Sunday for the 48-hour tournament.
How many did y'all get? You get over 5 yet?
Yeah, last time I checked, there was 7 people in there.
Has you going to your promo spot?
Yeah. No. Maybe. I'll go live there. So a lot of the anglers are Potomac River anglers, so I'm going to give them the fake out. I'm going to go catch a bunch of fish, and then I'll go to the promo spot and act like I caught them there and go live.
And you got to admit, though, your one spot, it has a lot of guests, but you just never know what you're going to get from there. It's always good content.
That spot right there, I caught a 52 PB. My brother got his PBs there. The Happy Gilmore is the Happy Gilmore spot, and now it's the Fairweather Friend spot too as well. That's a famous spot right there.
The funny part is, you don't know whether you're getting your content from the water or the bank.
Hey, did you catch Did you catch Ernie's live stream tonight?
I got to watch a little bit of it, but I was at work. I know the police rolled up on him.
They rolled up on him. They told him he had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he took his time getting out of it. But all of a sudden, he started watching. He said, "Oh, that first rod is getting hit. The second rod getting hit." And they were bending down and stuff. And there was ice floating down the river, grabbing his rods and bending them over. He thought he was getting bit.
Oh man!
What did the police?
Who is the hobby nerd?
That's
is
my
that
brother.
Your brother or not? All right, can somebody please drop Hobby Nerds link? I'm subscribed to them. I know I can go find it, but if one of my moderators could do that.
Yeah, that's my brother. We gotta get him out there doing some more content.
So.
Well, why did the police run Ernie off?
I don't even know. The place that he's fishing at is on base, so maybe that has something to do with it.
They said there's a sign up there that said that the trails in the park are closed at night. And here's the thing. He wasn't on the trail, and he didn't have to use the trail to get to where he was going or when he was leaving. He was never on the trail, but he walked up there and looked, and there was signs up that said trails closed at night.
Well, he didn't get a ticket, did he?
No.
Thank you, Valerie.
Yeah, it's funny though, because the cop walked down there, and you can see him stepping up there, and the cop started talking to him and told him he had to go and stuff. He said, "What are you doing?" He said,
Thank
"Well, I'm
Brian.
live." And the cop started stepping back. He said, "Oh, you live?" And the cop stepped back out of the frame,
Well, yeah, it doesn't want to be seen.
You don't want to be on camera.
I would have said, "What's your name and badge number, officer, so we can let everybody know."
Everybody say hi to the nice officer.
Yeah, like you got 70 people pissed off at you right now.
Yeah.
Down.
Which police department? What county do you work in?
Well, I was watching some of it, but I missed that.
Brian, Brian knows it.
Yeah, Brian got it.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, Brian.
But yeah, like I mean, it depends. Like DC, where you at? Some places the parks close after dark. Some places you're good. It's a lot. Some places you got to pay for parking, and some places you're supposed to pay for parking, but they never come check, so you just do your thing.
The bad thing is the ticket might be cheaper than the parking.
Like a lot of Fisher TV and his wife, they came in town and we went to this spot. They changed it up how parking is and everything, but they have like meters on like both sides, like that 1 meter for the whole, like all the spots on the side of the road, but they're not active, they're not working. And I was like, trust me, dude, we don't gotta pay. These things ain't even working right now.
Sound like y'all a bunch of violators up there.
DC's worried about real crimes. They ain't worried about no parking tickets. What's that parking show? Parking Wars. It's like I think it's like based out of Detroit or something where them people are always complaining and got to get their cars. I'm glad DC isn't like that.
Yeah, today I guarantee you, Ernie was glad that, like, when people are in chat, that you can't hear them through the screen, because if that cop would have heard what they were saying on chat, Ernie would have went to jail.
Oh man,
I think Haas is happy about that too.
I'm definitely glad that the screen doesn't talk back, because the fair weather friend, I wouldn't been able to hold my composure then if like say we was up on panel at that time and they were bringing the jokes on, man, it would have been crazy.
You all are fired. I'm taking all your wrenches. You're done.
Yeah, that's what I was looking like. Y'all are fired. I'm taking everybody. Everybody's getting hammered today.
You probably don't remember. Peter.
I was gonna pull a Jody and start giving everybody the hammer.
The bad thing is, if you timed everybody out that was making jokes, you wouldn't have anybody left.
That was the old chat.
Now I know down here in my area, so we've got our river is actually owned by Georgia on the Alabama side. It's a weird thing, but if you go to the Alabama side, you can fish all night. Nobody will mess with you. But if you're on the Georgia side, the cops will run you out at about 9 o'clock at night. You can't fish the Georgia side. Mm-hmm.
So that's like the whole Georgia side of the river. It doesn't matter. They kicking you off.
They'll run you off. But if you go to the Alabama side, which is owned by Georgia, which is a weird thing, you can stay there all night if you want to. The problem is the best fishing's on the Georgia side. Yeah. That's where the channel cuts through.
That's crazy.
Pat, don't you reckon if the Georgia cops really wanted to bug you, they could cross over there and come over and run you off if they wanted to?
They have. They've
the Alabama guys don't care, but the Georgia cops could be.
It's weird. They've come over and said something. A lot of times on the Alabama side, the only thing they ask you to do is just wear a life vest because there's no rail. It's all just open river on the Alabama side. Georgia side, you got manicured grass, concrete walkway, stairs, rail. You don't have to worry about it too much. But the Alabama side, basically, they'll come over and tell you wear a vest if you're near the water.
So is this like it's a property that like you're on? Like, is there spots where you can just go on the bank and fish all night long, or is that like anywhere on the river you can't fish at nighttime?
It's all on just the Georgia side is the Riverwalk, and it goes for like 11 miles. That whole 11-mile stretch, they'll run you off at 9 o'clock. And the cops, they actually will. They're the only ones allowed to do this. They'll pull their vehicle down onto the walkway and ride down the river, and they'll run you off.
11-mile stretch that you can't fish at night. That's crazy.
Now the Alabama side is the walkway. You're on the actual bank. You're natural ground, and you probably won't ever see a game warden or a cop.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but the rivers actually have easement on them that aren't owned by anybody. You can actually fish them.
That's true.
I think it's a 15-foot easement. So if you actually check your plot maps and stuff, or like the property zoning of that county, it'll actually tell you. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Check
I
out.
work for a city. We do a lot of that zoning stuff.
I just know that in DC, DNR don't care if you're fishing or not, unless you're where Ernie was at. I have not had DNR or any police or anything stop me in 3 years of fishing in DC.
See, that's why it's really hard for me to imagine how much trouble you guys have to go through to even get to a spot or find a spot. Like even Steve, he says down there in his part of the Mississippi River, the land's all privately owned. You can't get to. Man, up here where I'm at, you've got 100 miles of shoreline, and ain't nobody cares where you go or what you do or how long you stay there.
Yeah,
you gotta walk down a big pile of rocks to get to it, but there ain't nobody gonna bother you fishing on that river up here. I've stayed there for 3 days before.
Yeah, you can get there and get off.
My lake used to be like that, but now there's so many spaces that they tell you got to be out by like 10 p.m. or whatever.
Nope, you ain't gonna see that up here on the river.
Yeah,
No way.
and they literally will come down and like, you got to go. Didn't used to be, but it is now.
Yeah, you good. DC, the only thing like on DC side, you can't light a fire. But on the Virginia side, you can. But the spot that I'm going to, I can still light a fire because I'm up in the woods. And I may do that this week because it's going to be cold. It's dipping into like the 15 degrees.
Yeah.
There's a website, and I thought it was AmericanRivers.com, but I don't know. But every navigable waterway in the United States is public below the high water mark.
Yeah, it's actually under maritime law.
Well, no, it's under the it's under the Queen's law. And how some the rivers in each state are, and I'm trying to use the correct word and I cannot remember, but they are held in.
This is Joy.
The rivers are held by the states, and there's a word there, but they don't control them. Now, how some states control the water, like California, see what they're doing is that's illegal. That's unconstitutional under the U.S. Constitution.
That's California. Constitution don't matter.
All right. Okay, Danny, go to the Buffalo River in Arkansas. The Buffalo River in Arkansas. They allow landowners to keep people from camping on their property.
Oh, I've seen it. Some of them down there to build docks right out into the water. And they're probably on that dock. You can't even go near it.
But everything below the high water mark is public property. It goes back to the Lewis and Clark days, or even before that. Think about if an Indian ever paddled a canoe down a waterway, it's considered navigable. Okay, and there's what and you watch these canoe people doing their live videos, they call it portage.
Oh,
when they have to pick
wait a
up
minute, hold on. Ilion says banking cats is now at 102. That means if it sticks, they better be giving up that ride.
There's a
If
ride.
they ain't, y'all let me know.
They'll be at
We
102.
gonna blast
They'll be at
them.
102 5 more times before they give away that rod.
At 102, they passed 100.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody need to message to them and be like, hey, you passed it.
All right, y'all better straighten up. John Parker come up in here.
I know John, the professional catfish dancer, Parker's in the house.
Yep.
Don't make him put that dog on you. That dog will do stuff to you you don't want done.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was getting jiggy with it.
Dad, gum a booger bear. I'm starting to get tired.
I'm a booger bear.
That's John said, "Did that dog bite?" He said, "You ain't got to worry about that end of him. You better worry about the other end."
Hey, Jody.
Yeah.
It's been bugging me. What rods you got back there laying behind you?
I got 3 balloons.
Oh, she muted.
Ooh,
Probably trying to get them untangled.
Yeah. Should have been more prepared for the show, Jody. Jack all them rods out. You're supposed to lay them out separated.
Dad, gum a booger bear. Bring up the rods.
There you go.
I've been putting them away. There's one
Stick it
big.
in the ceiling fan. Stick it in the ceiling fan.
Oh, okay.
Big cat fever.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
guys, what the hooks are those?
That looks like a 9 or a 10, ain't it?
That look like a 10 or 11.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
She
Dave?
said 9.
A
Now
Daiichi
she
10.
said 8.
No, or Daiichi 10.
Oh, 10.
Well, I
Yeah.
said it's either a 9
that's
or a
about
10.
10. Is that a what brand is it?
Daiichi.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Your
Hey,
mic
you
cuts
talking about
in
the
and out a
rod or the
little
hook?
The hook. The hook.
Oh, yeah. Daiichi?
That's what
Daiichi.
It's a Daiichi.
Daiichi.
No, because I use Gamakatsus, but I wanna experiment
She
with
said it's a hook.
different hooks.
I had Gamakatsus and they weren't hooking up good.
I like them, but I want to
They're good.
experiment with different ones. The ones that I really like are I haven't tried them yet, but I got these from Mr. Kitty Whiskers. And what are they? The Nocturnal.
Yeah.
Nocturnal
Big stickers.
Nation.
Yeah, these look nice. I'm gonna definitely try these out this weekend. I like how it has that coating around it too.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna
It's
try
almost like
these.
a big river band, ain't it?
Yeah.
Is that like a rubber coating or what's the deal on that?
It's heat
Yeah, it's
free.
like a rubber sleeve, like right around it, like where you do your snail knots.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If you tie a snail on that, is it going to pull up tight? It's not going to bind on it or anything?
They help them thin.
I think it should slide up. I haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, let me know.
They
I
use
had
heat
a
treat.
guy the other day he gave me a whole a big old giant box of 35 hooks in a box. It was 10-aught mustads.
I love mustard.
He just hold them up right there. That's the ones that guy gave me. There's 35 hooks in a box, I think, and they were
Are they-
10-aught.
Are they perfect?
Yeah.
Hold
That's,
them up again. That's them. That's the ones he gave me right
That's-
there.
that's all I use now. That and Team Catfish every once in a while.
They heat
Those
shrink
are
that
the
tube
real
on
big-
them.
Yeah, I mean these hooks look sharp. They look good.
Yeah.
I
That
like
heat
those.
shrink.
I like to use those for flatheads. The ones that you're holding up has.
These ones right here for flatheads.
Yeah, I'd like to use those for flatheads. That looks good right there now.
Yeah, because I mean it's almost like it's a circle, but it kind of has like a J to it too as well.
Yeah, but I like the wide gap on it. I like that
Like
wide
a
Yeah.
gap.
tail hook.
Yeah, like a kale hook. Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Yeah, it looks more like a kale
You
hook.
definitely got a wide gap and it's off center.
I like the wide gap, and I still set the hooks even on the circles. I still be giving them the hook, especially.
Oh,
in
we
the
know. We know. We see it.
Yeah, people make fun of me when I do that. They be like, "Why you doing this?" Well,
Yeah.
cause I'm trying to
He
get
has
up
her
in
down.
this.
He'll reel down, and when he feels that pull, that rod's going back, and I'm going way back.
Yeah, I give them the hook, man, because I'm making sure, especially like how they're biting in the wintertime, they're not taking the rod down. So I know that hook didn't penetrate yet.
I know they're
until
short
you
bites bad right now.
until you give it to them.
But I can't help but wonder how many fish are out there swimming around with the Potomac with half a face on them right now. They said all the fish people because I got one side of their face ripped off. I can't figure out what happened to them.
If I set the hook on a circle, I usually swing to one side or the other. I don't usually go up like a jack.
Look, don't.
I mean, I
hope
know
they
a
don't
circle
swallow
kind
the
of
hook.
just does its own thing, but still, I'm like, ugh.
I hope they don't swallow the hook because I'm yanking their guts out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the next stop's the mouth has, so you're good. Just hope it's closed.
I'll still get him, but he might not be alive much longer.
It's, sometimes down here when the flatheads start running, we I know I use circle hooks for catfish most of the time, but when the flatheads start running here like the stripes, which is about a month, we use almost kind of like a kale hook. I've been using the Big River Bend hooks, but that one right there, man, I might have to try that bad boy. Put a bullhead on there.
Yeah,
I'm going back to that. You know, I was going real rod all the way in. He said, I think it come off. Go lift it up and say, what is that? I said, I think it's his liver.
well, I guess he's dinner.
Put it back out for bait.
I think it's his
That's
liver.
his liver. Throw it back out for bait.
You got a pack of them up there, Jody?
But you know, Pat.
Oh yeah, that's a big hook right there.
That's a hook right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap, girl.
That's a 12-aught.
Yeah, but it's a kind of thin shank, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got
like
some
that.
16 ounce.
5 pounds.
Well, here's the thing: the 10-aughts or whatever those were that the mustads that Pat held up a while ago. I got those in 10-aught. That's the hooks I used to land them sharks in Florida last October. Right there.
These are
I landed sharks with an 8-aught hook off there and a 10-aught hook.
They're thick, man. They hold up. I use them for sharks also. I use the 12-aughts for bank fishing for sharks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got them on an 8 and I got one on a 10-aught.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, see, I don't like the flat shanks circle hooks. I like to have them that little, what do they call them, octopus bend or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's got the beans. That's the ones I'm giving away on my next giveaway.
Yeah, I just like the way it sits better, and then it just, it got
Right
that
here.
pop to it.
See, now down in Florida when I
Yeah,
shark
big ass
fish,
box right here with about 200 hooks in it.
Have you
I'm
tested
giving
the
all
hooks out?
these away.
What size
But
are those,
they got that bend that I like
Yeah,
you're
what size-
talking about.
What size are those, Mike?
I think these might be smaller. Let me look. I
Oh,
normally do 8 to 10 ounce, but I think these are smaller because people keep talking about downsizing in the.
Yeah.
But look at the eye. That's what I like. I like how the eye leans back.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that's
See how the
probably
eye
about
leans
6
back?
aught.
Look at
Yeah,
that big
I don't
old-
like that hook though. The
And
hook
it's
thing is
offset
like-
too.
see,
It's got the offset to it, to
Oh,
where
yeah.
it being sideways.
down in
But
Florida.
my favorite thing is how the eyelid lays back. That's the hooks I
Yeah,
like.
I like the eyelid, but I don't like the tip of the hook, how it bends in like that.
That's an
I know,
Oh, you don't like the bend
You
in?
wonder how in the world that's gonna hook, but I'll tell you what,
They
you
do.
don't think they will. Put
Yeah,
one-
it probably will, but just for my assurance, I'm not too confident putting it out there for the first time. But maybe after I use them for a while, I'll get used to them.
A lot of it depends on how much bait you hook on the hook.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I like that. I like that shape for when I'm using live whole
Live bait, that would be good because it won't fly
Yeah.
off.
Right.
That'd be
Right.
good for
When I'm using live whole bait. Now, if I'm just
Yeah, I
using
do
cut
agree with
bait
you
or
on that
something, I
one.
prefer not to have the big bend like that.
You can ask Fishing Magician if he's like, yeah, we need 20 bluegills. I need 40 because I'm casting 20 of them off.
Not with those hooks. But yeah, if I'm using cut bait, I prefer the one that doesn't have the real deep set, little shank and stuff in there. But if I'm using live bait, I prefer what I'm giving away here.
Yeah. See, I've got to double them up. These mustads, they're legal in Florida for shark fishing. I use the same ones for sharks, the smaller ones now, because I've got the big hooks that are like that for sharks. But,
Yeah.
but for my casting setup, these are legal in Florida for sharks. There's non-offset, straight inline tournament series. These mustad hooks right here.
Mm-hmm.
I could use
Yeah, the mustad demons.
What's that?
The mustad demons.
Yeah, I can use them for black drum, redfish, sharks. They're legal anywhere here in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida.
Yep, that's what I use when I go down there.
And they're good hooks, man. They don't bend out. They don't break.
I'm gonna have to try them out. I think what we need to do is everybody bring hooks with you to CatCon, and then we just exchange hooks. So that way we get to try all of them out.
I just pull this out of my pocket like, yo, dog,
here's a hook and a sticker.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna be trading hooks and stickers.
Y'all joke. I'm gonna pull that whole box out of my pocket. Yo, what's up, dog? You want a hook?
Yeah. I did better on you. Do you not notice that you look around the eye?
What's that?
You use the mustad demons. You have a problem with them hooking in the eye?
Hooking them in the eye? No, I haven't had any. So one of the reasons why I don't want to start nothing, but like one of the reasons why I don't use the big team catfish anymore is because it was destroying their eyes, man. Even on big cats, it was poking their eyes out, and I feel bad about that. I'm all about trying to save wildlife. I eat fish and stuff, but I also I want to protect them as much as I can. But with these so far, their corner of the mouth, I mean, every once in a while you get a weird one where like they swallow the bait so far down it catches them in the throat. But I'd say 90% of the time, these corner of the mouth. And, it has a lot to do with the offset. That's one reason why they don't allow an offset shark fishing. I'm, throwing that in with catfishing because basically it's the same thing as catfishing. But you're putting a big bait on the bottom with a weight and a leader. They're just catfish with teeth. And the offset, a lot of times, is catching them in the gills or they can swallow it. It was gut hooking them. But with the non-offset, I wasn't getting them in the eyes much, especially catfish. Like my big flathead and my big blue I caught out of my kayak this year. That'd be perfectly right there every time.
Yeah, in the corner of that jaw.
Right there in the corner of the mouth. And like the fish are healthy. The 12-aught and the 11-aught team catfish, man, was blinding them fish. And like I was starting to feel sick about it.
Yeah.
I'm talking – because I like them, but like 10 out of 11 fish, I was poking their eye out. Like I'm not cool with that. So I remember the team catfish hooks.
I was using Reaper hooks, 10-aught Reaper hooks. I think they're like Hooker Terminal, makes them like 4 different brands. And that was happening to me too. I was like a lot of the dinks, like they were getting hooked in the eye and in the brain and stuff. I was like, oh man, I'm be killing fish, catching them. I'm not trying to do it. So I don't use them much. And then one time I caught a fish and I was trying to take the hook out of his mouth and then the hook broke. Like I was like, oh man, that's not good. Like how did I break a hook with my hand?
You ain't breaking these bad boys, dude.
No, you're not.
Serious force on these things.
You can pull a truck with those hooks.
You really can. I've picked up 100. Like I like to test stuff. I want to do some videos every once in a while, but used to I did it before I did the whole YouTube thing. Man, I've picked up 140 pounds on these hooks right here, the 11-aughts.
Yeah.
They don't even budge, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I've seen those hooks. I've got those hooks. And I know what diameter of the shank is on them. Until they actually see them in their hand, it's amazing. I mean, it was like a nail.
Yeah, those are some. Do they make a octopus mustad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they make an octopus style.
Okay.
But those things are freaking, they look like they've been made out of a nail that you nail 2x4s together with. I mean, they're big.
Yeah, those are good because I've had some hooks sometimes come in and it look like a sewing needle. I was like, man, what the heck is this? They're gonna bend out on me, man.
Well, these are the thicker size. They make an actual thin hook also, so you got to be careful. But I know a lot of people don't like saying his name, but Catfish Dave, he uses the thin Demon Perfect circles, and they do really good.
Yeah, those 3 times stronger, pretty dang thick.
I mean, that's to my hand right there. I got some pretty decent sized hands. I got some hooks here, so this is that's a pretty substantial hook right there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, have you got another $10 or 11 hook to lay beside that so they can see the difference in the diameter of it?
So that's the 11.
It's massive difference.
Yeah.
So like on this leader right here, let me open it up real quick. So this leader has got the these are the 8-aughts. Look at the difference between the 8-aughts and the 11-aught.
Yeah, and just the diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the
Big
extra.
time.
Both of these are extra wide gap.
Both of them.
Oh, both of them extra wide gap. So you
Okay.
can see that even on this 8-aught, it's a lot smaller. But look at if I can get it lined up, look at the gap on them.
Yeah.
So that's butt to butt. The gap is even on the 8-aught is massive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually use these 8-aughts right here. I know they're a lot smaller, but I use them grouper fishing. I do a lot of saltwater fishing. If it'll hold a grouper, it'll hold any catfish you could hook anywhere in the world.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. I got to go to bed. See y'all later.
All right,
Later, Coach.
Steve.
Enjoyed it.
Take it easy, Steve.
See, Steve. They was wondering first me or
When you're saltwater fishing, do you use steel leader or just real heavy mono?
You talking about for what, sharks?
Yeah.
For sharks, it's steel leader all the way because I've actually had even small sharks cut through aircraft cable. They'll break it one strand at a time. So I actually use for the bite leader, it's a hard wire, solid hard wire.
I just went to wire last year. But right before I did, that last 5-foot black tip that I landed last year, believe it or not, that was on an 80-pound leader mono.
You get lucky sometimes.
Luck.
You get lucky, dude. That's all I got to say.
Most of the
say
time,
something,
they'll
y'all were-
swipe it and cut it.
Oh yeah, I was going to say something y'all were talking about earlier. Something I'm known for, and a lot of my buddies get on my butt about, is my ultralight gets me into so much trouble, man. When I go bait fishing, I am known for hooking 10-pound bass, 100 pounds paddlefish, big drum, freshwater drum. I have caught some crazy stuff on a daggum ultralight just trying to catch brim for flathead fishing.
Mhm.
Yep.
I was gonna say biggest I've
That's
ever
on my
caught
last
on the-
giveaway. I gave away some steel leaders, even though I called it a shitty gift. It's not really. It was 150 steel pound leaders, so not
yeah.
technically bad, especially if you're in a toothy fished area.
Oh. Well, see, down,
How many pound steel leader do you normally use on the the hard wire?
So, I mean, it depends. Like if I'm going for those 11, 12, 13-foot sharks, I use like a 500-pound or to 900-pound hard wire. I've actually had a 12-foot hammerhead bite through 400-pound hard wire.
Dang.
Dang.
That's impressive.
I'm talking and I'm talking quick too. We set the hook, bowed up on him, and it.
yeah, he ain't kidding.
I have some of that tooth wire that it's like 400 pound for arts and crafts.
It'll handle most fish, but like you start getting to those 900,000-pound sharks, I start getting into the 800-pound wire for the bite section. It's a 5-foot bite section. I use 25-foot leaders.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got to have a long leader because they'll tail swipe the line. If they'll turn swimming away from you, they start tail swiping that line and they will just rub it down at it and they'll clean it off for you real quick.
Mm.
And I said, that's where most of my break-offs come from.
tail
Using
swipe?
the mono leader is that they're not biting through it. They're turning and hitting it with their tail. And man, it's like taking a file to it.
I don't have it right here, but one of my something that's like a big memory to me is I hooked a big hammerhead one time. I've only hooked a few huge hammerheads, but I was using mono as the tail section of the leader. So
Yeah, I know
5
what you're talking
foot of
about.
steel, 20 foot of mono, 400-pound test. And he actually hit it with his tail, and he chafed it down almost to just like 10-pound test.
Yeah. Hey,
So it's all steel.
see, that's why I would love to get down there and get Has down there on the beach in Florida. I would love to get Has there because the first thing I'm going to watch him do is, guys, I always stand over and straddle that shark from behind when I'm trying to get the hook out. And when they swipe that tail and they hit if you're wearing shorts, say goodbye to your
Oh my
skin.
God, dude! No.
Yep. Say goodbye to your skin. It takes it right off your leg.
Oh man, I gotta hold it up.
A bunch of times.
I gotta pick the shark up. I can't yell "sweet doggy" if I can't pick the shark up. We gotta pick it up out the water.
I don't know if y'all have seen
Like,
the
sweet.
video.
Oh,
But,
my back.
I actually took Joe. Joe from Chat Cats is a good buddy of mine, and I took him shark fishing this last year. And he swore, he's like, dude, I want to catch one on my catfish setup. And I'm sitting here just like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever you want to do, buddy. I mean, he's like, I got 40-pound braid on this spinning rod. It'll do, right? I'm like, yeah, maybe. I hooked him up one of my leaders. This is for black tips now. And I hooked him up a big chunk of meat. And I use a drone sometimes for my smaller setups. I droned it out, dropped it. I told him, all right, man, this is it's all you, buddy. Let's see what happens. Like 5 minutes later, I've got my drone up about 300 yards out, dropping another bait. I hear screaming down like 100 yards to my left. I look, he's like, Pat, you gotta come help me. I'm like, dude, I got a drone over the water. This thing's not made for water. I can't just like leave it here. I gotta bring it back. So he hooked up with one within 5 minutes on his catfish setup, spooled him. Took him all the way down to like the last 2 or 3 wraps on his line and broke him off because, they get aerial. They jump a lot. And he went back over with like an empty reel, like no setup. He just this look on his face. He's sitting there. He's like, man, I guess I need a bigger setup. I'm over here like, dude, I'm trying to tell you, dude, I don't even use less black tips. I don't use less than a 10,500 slammer. Because black tips fight hard for their size now. 5 foot black tip will freaking like annihilate some of these catfish reels.
Absolutely. It took me, that last black tip I caught, it took me 42 minutes to get it in.
Hold on, guys.
Minutes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
John's acting up in chat. Boy, I said, boy, John Parker can't fish worth a lick. All right, you guys can continue. I just had to go at the head. But yeah, I definitely would love to go shark fishing. That's one
thing I would love to have you down there, man. Because man, I tell you what, now Pat, do you fish in Florida or Alabama?
I fish I've done both. I fish everywhere. I
have too, but I prefer Florida.
I prefer Florida just because a lot of the magnum sized sharks come from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next question.
Biggest I've caught from shore personally that didn't break off is 9-foot hammerhead, 9-foot tiger shark. I had a 14-foot hammerhead on a couple years ago, and he completely blew the side plates off my reel.
Yeah, they will. Now, how many of the beach Karens have you run into when you're shark fishing?
For the most part, I have not really ran into too many people, but this last year, it was the first time I had a group of drunk people come up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking like drunk. And they actually wanted to fist fight over me leaving a hook in a shark's mouth. Florida changed their laws. You cannot take a shark out of the water if you don't intend to keep it. And if it's if it's a species that you can't keep anyway, you can't take their gills out of the water. So, and you only have a couple of seconds. You're allowed to try to remove a hook because it's called delaying the release. Right. It's stupid. It's over the people owning the condos. But so if you can't remove a hook, which I cannot stand leaving a hook in a fish's mouth, you have to leave it by law. So, we're like 30 seconds in. I'm like, okay, look, I'm not going to prison over a fish. I cut the leader. And like I had like 3 or 4 dudes run up on me like want the fist fight. And I'm like, bro, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You want to get froggy? I'm from the South too, bro. We get crazy, but
Well, I want to do it. I want to do
I'm trying
it.
to look out for this fish. I don't care about you. I care about this fish. You know, you stupid. You ain't got no brain cells anyway.
Right. Well, I want to do a full
You
disclosure.
feeling froggy? Jump, man.
Yeah. I want to do a full disclosure to Has. You know, he's interested in maybe doing some shark fishing. I want you to keep that in mind. You get a 1,000-pound shark out there. Here's the thing: you got to go in the water to release it. You can't pull it up on the shore.
Yeah,
That's fun.
It takes a team, bro. You can't do it solo. You got to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down. I will do it.
This
You know,
sounds like
but
some
I'm
do
definitely.
you have what it takes shit.
I don't want the tail end.
We'll go. If you ever,
I don't want the tail end or the front end. I want the middle. I'll just hold it in the middle.
Dude, you let me
You
know
got
if
the
you
man
ever
on your left and your man on your right challenging you to some do you has what it takes to catch a shark.
Let me know if you're in Georgia or Florida, and we'll meet up. I'll paddle some baits out for you, dude. I'll take them out in the kayak. I'll take them out.
Look, my brother lives in Georgia, and I gotta go see him. So we'll make a trip out of it sometime.
You need to set that up, man. I'm telling you, Has it's an experience of a lifetime.
It'll test you.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Oh, I seen. I gotta make sure. It's a good thing I'm doing this, getting back in shape, because I gotta, go after some sharks. We gotta be up in there.
I tell you,
You know, it's crazy when a real beast is like, I'll roll your boat all the way out there with the bait on it.
No, that's what they do. Like, Cattleman, he does it all the time. Like, they kayaks the bait way out there, and then comes back and.
I like the aspect of being on a boat.
Mike and them try that. Big Mike, I think, tried that during one of the tournaments where somebody floated the bait weight out there.
Yeah, they did.
See, that's the part I don't want to do. I'm not paddling a blood-covered kayak out into shark-infested water. Somebody else does that. I stay on the beach with the rod.
I got a story.
He's like, I'm ready to catch the fish.
Now, this last
you go
trip,
put the bait out there for me.
This last trip we went out, I was paddling out a 20-pound chunk of meat, and it was like 2 a.m. And I've never took a headlamp before. I've always just done it in the dark because I don't want to see what's around me. You know what I mean? I've had stuff on the kayak, and I'm like, it's got to be a log. It ain't no big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And so I got out there. I was like, I'll take a headlamp because by law you're supposed to have one anyway. And so I've got my little light in the back, but I carried a headlamp. I turned it on, and I'm probably 300 yards out. I see something black out of the corner of my eye coming up to my kayak. So I kind of look over, massive black spot just coming up to me, and nudges my kayak. And I started having a panic attack. I'm not used to having panic attacks, but I'm sitting there going, I had to physically get in my mind and go, dude, stop breathing crazy. Just hold on. It ain't looking for you. If you throw the meat over, it just wants to meat. It actually wasn't even a shark.
That's what I'm saying. If that'd been me, I'd throw that bait at him and turned around, and you'd have seen the fastest person ever getting back to shore. You'd think horse mercury on that boat.
Funny thing, it wasn't even a shark.
Do you have a motor on that thing or what?
No, I just paddling.
I'm saying though, if I was coming back, you would have thought I'd had a motor because I would have been skipping rocks.
It wasn't even a shark. It turned out when it come up to me, I could see it. It was a massive manta ray.
Okay.
But see, in my mind, though, immediately after, I'm like, well, if he's right here, what else is by me here? You know what? I'm far enough out. You can have this. I'm going back in. And but here's the thing, though. Here's the funny part. I dropped the bait. I come back in, and within 10 minutes, we had a 95-pound black tip. And so that means he was right there underneath my kayak the whole time.
See, I like that.
He's probably sitting underneath the manta ray. He didn't want to come up with that manta ray.
We caught
that.
I think we caught like 10 of them that night.
Yeah. Well, we use a lot of. You can't use manta rays; they're protected. But we use a lot of rays for bait. You cut the whole wing off of them and run that wing out there, man. You talking about 20-pound baits, man?
And I love it because it's glorified catfishing, dude. That's the whole reason why I love it. It's glorified catfish. You put a big bait on bottom.
That's all a shark is, the catfish that can kill you.
Yeah. A catfish with teeth, bro.
And it can swim a lot faster and a lot more powerful too.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I love ocean fishing. I haven't done it much, but it's fun. You just throw it out there. You never know what's going to be on the end of it. You never know what you're going to catch.
That's the thing, man. You never know what you're going to pull up.
You might catch a catfish. They got several of them.
Yeah. Look,
That's
out here
like
in the
that
bay.
All Around Sarah chick. All Around Sarah does fishing shows, but she also does singing and she also does cooking. All Around Sarah, if you guys haven't checked her out yet, her shit's funny as hell. She was catching some puffers today. And she was like burping them, and they were burping like catfish. They were like, arr, 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 arr.
Burping them.
She had some big old puffers that she would pull up, and they weren't puffed up yet, but they would get defensive because they were in her hands, and then they would start puffing up, making the noises and all that.
Yeah. I'll take anybody shark fishing though. I've got the license. You just got to get a license in Florida, but anybody let me know. I'll take you out there. I love it.
I got a.
There you go, George Red. Thank you.
I got a fishing license in Florida, still valid till July, because I bought it last year when I went down to Florida.
Nice.
So it's still valid.
I'm actually supposed to take Joe. We're trying to get him on a big tiger shark, man. That's my favorite. If there's anything that's like a catfish, it's a tiger shark because they're just a big garbage can. They just eat anything you throw in that water. So, y'all ever want to go shark fishing and y'all are in the area, let me know. If I can get to it, man, I'll put you out there on them.
Yeah, like Hans, now if you go down there surf fishing on the beach, your Florida license is good. If you hook up on a shark, you're good to go. But if you go out there with the intention of specifically targeting sharks, they have a course you have to take.
Yeah, you got to have a course and a license, but it's free.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's free.
And it's an online, isn't it, Pat? Isn't it online now? Completely online.
It's completely online, and it's free. You don't have to pay for it. So
Oh, well, I'll just tell them I'm just trying to catch catfish. I'll just go out there, throw big hooks and
there you go.
Big crankbait. I'm fishing for catfish.
You just never tell them that you're targeting sharks. If you're targeting sharks, you have to have that course.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just targeting catfish, and then if I hook it to a shark, well, we got
a leader over 3 foot. They'll automatically say you're shark fishing.
So gotcha.
That's how they play that game.
Like, this is how I catfish up on the Potomac River. You must not see.
And here's the thing about them Florida people. If you go down there on the beach and you tell them you're fishing for catfish, they're going to talk smack about you. Oh, my God. They hate catfish down there. And everybody that's fishing for catfish is a joke.
I want to catch the, what's that exotic? The red-tailed catfish that they have down there in Florida, South Florida.
Let's go.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
I was in Orlando last year. I got to go down to South Florida because I want to get peacock bass. That's a bucket list fish of mine. Definitely want to go catch them.
Peacock bass is a good one too.
Yeah, peacock's easy though. Those things hit everything.
Yeah. I just haven't. When I was in South Florida, when I think I was like 22, 23 years old, I didn't have any interest in fishing when I was down there.
Well, I've been to South Florida. I can pretty much figure out what you were interested in.
The race.
It was the sights.
Yeah. Let's just say I don't have 7 kids for no reason.
Basketball team.
I was supposed to go on a trip to the Amazon last year. Me and my buddy were going to go fish for the. I don't know if you know about it. They're called the Golden Dorado. We're going to go to Argentina, which is not really that expensive of a trip. And of course, COVID, shut that all down. But Dorado, the red-tailed catfish, and the Paraiba. That's 3 on my bucket list. I'm still planning on that. Like I'm saving up for it now to try to go.
Man, there was Pig Patrol and Certified, man. They were out there.
Spencer from River Certified.
Yeah, they were catching some crazy looking fish that was powerful. It was.
Did you see that massive 400-pound arapaima they caught
too?
That's
the arapaima. Yep.
Yeah.
That was in Colombia.
Yeah, they got some.
Spencer from River Certified was one of the people I was watching before I found this community. Just like Muddy River, Chris Flores, and Steve Douglas, and a few of those other channels. Spencer was one of the ones I was watching before I found this whole live community thing over here.
I just saw the Jody, the Brian B. Jody thing.
Yeah.
But that's where I would really want to catch a peacock bass, like, because they peacock bass over there, like in the Amazons, they get like 25, 30 pounds, man. They get huge.
Yeah.
They're monsters, dude.
And the crazy part is they catch those to use for bait.
Yeah.
Where we going? Where we going?
I'm down. I'm down.
When your bait starts out at 30 pounds, you know you're going somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm be using a 30-pound bait to catch a 400-pound fish, so you know it equals out.
It's a good trade-off.
It was beautiful, and the release was so amazing.
Yeah, they're like,
it was almost like, we're getting in the water with that 222-pound sturgeon. It's you gotta get in the water and nurse that fish back.
Third world countries, they got like fish laws about protecting them and
it's 3 breaths for that fish.
Yeah.
You have to basically breathe it where you think it's gonna go 3 times. If you think it's gonna go, you gotta stop it. And then do it again, and then stop it and do it again.
Yeah,
it needs 3 breaths by law.
I tell you what, something be pretty cool to catch out of the ocean would be one of those paddle fish, that have the long bill and all the teeth on them.
You mean like Jody and Calls?
What you got, Jody?
No,
I think she's got a picture. Does she have a picture? Hold on, she's got a picture, doesn't she? Bam!
Oh, you caught a
She got her sturgeon story right there.
Is that out of Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's the sturgeon.
I guess
I was thinking of the spoonbill. The paddlefish that you and Carlos caught. That's the sturgeon Jody caught.
Them sawfish would be pretty sweet to catch.
Oh, sawfish. Now the sawfish, I think, are exclusive to Australia.
No, Florida you can get
aren't
them.
they?
Black Tip H caught one in Florida. Well, actually, hooked 2 of them, 2 different years.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah.
So, funny story about that sturgeon right there. My sister, I lived in at Dalton, Georgia, for about 2 years. My sister come up to visit for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Ultralight with those little golden brim hooks and a little weight and a cricket. And she hooked and caught a 60-pound sturgeon in the Tennessee River. I've got video of it jumping and everything. And the only reason why I don't have a video of it where we were getting it out of the water to look at it was I had a woman and a guy literally tried to throw me in the river because she was trying to get that fish in. They were so irate over her having that sturgeon, and it literally bit the cricket. Like the hook was in the mouth.
Yeah.
It was like that one you had.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry to interrupt for a minute, but it's almost 1 a.m. my time, which means Boar's Nest is going up here in a few minutes. I want to thank all my panelists, Real Beast, Brad, Danny Stone, Haslife, my CFF buddy, everybody that's been in chat, everybody who watched me fishing today, even though there was big things going on that I didn't know about until right when I went live for an hour or so. I appreciate all that. The people who reached out to me on Facebook today when I posted about what was going on in my family life, I appreciate everybody. Love you guys. Boar's Nest coming up here in about 8 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it out of here. If anybody has some final goodbyes or final links they want to drop or anything, you got about 8 minutes to do that.
Yeah, I was 6 people out of here anyway. I got to be working 4 hours.
I know. I got to be to work at 8:30, but I'll just go when I wake up. I ain't no rush.
Come on, guys. That's work for you. Fishing, that's work for you. Come on, man.
I wish. I got to do other stuff.
Y'all ain't going to sleep. You just going to other places. See you guys. I do appreciate coming up on panel and
Appreciate you, Mike, letting us
Thanks
come
for
up
having
here
us.
and hang out, man.
Had a good
Yeah,
time.
always,
We'll see you
man.
later.
Yeah,
always.
good time. Oh, I got one more thing before we end it. Who wants to be my 3,000 subscriber? I'm at 2,999.
Dang, I'm
Somebody drop the
already
link. Somebody drop the link. I can't. I've already been a subscriber since you were at 1,000. Come on. Somebody drop the link.
Who wants to be subscriber number 3,000?
Can I unsubscribe and subscribe again?
Then just put me back to 2,999.
Somebody has his link, man. One subscriber away. I bet Ilion can become your 3,000th member. No, she's probably already there, actually.
Yo, has.
Look at Jody bringing. What's she breaking out of a hat?
The original
I thought it was
reason
an
I
eye mask.
subscribed
It's
to
a
you,
hat.
bro, is because you fish out of the exact same kayak that I do, man.
Oh,
I
really?
saw
Go right here.
you catch fish out of that bad boy. I said, "Dang, dude, this dude right here's got the same kayak, man. I know for a fact I can catch a fish out of it."
Yo,
Do you
I
have
love
3,000
that
yet?
autopilot 136, man. I can't wait to get it back out there.
Hard to beat that bad boy, ain't it?
Boom! We had 3,000.
Aha! Aha! Mike's Fishing Home brought you 3,000. George Ray dropped the link, and Mike's Fishing Home brought it.
We had 3,000.
You brought me to 800, Mike. I've hit 800 in your chat, dude.
Dude, I love it. I'm tiny. I'm tiny as shit. I know I am. I'm so brand new. I just started in July. But I've met so many amazing people in this community and other communities that I have definitely helped push people to certain new numbers that they were stuck at for a minute. And all of a sudden they got that boost from in here. And I'm so thankful for this community for doing it. The people that have come into my chats and helped some of my other buddies hit new numbers, I'm so thankful. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Has was like, boom, we hit 3,000 right after the link got dropped.
Y'all go to the CatCon, everybody up here on the screen?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yep.
Not me. I can't wait
yeah,
until
I'm
I
going.
can. I can't do it yet. I'll be glad when I finally can, but not this year.
I'm gonna try to run into everybody that's up there.
I'm gonna be there. I'm be there Thursday night, Friday night.
Oh, you
and
know
Saturday.
Jody's gonna be there. Has Danny, Brad, yeah, they're gonna be there.
So
I'm gonna be up there walking around, eyes about this big, looking at everybody, all these big YouTubers, all this stuff up there, man. My wallet's gonna be about that thin, be empty.
I got three nights of shenanigans to have up there.
Shenanigans. There we go.
Oh wait, shenanigans! I gotta get Michael Murillo involved. That's me and Turner's thing. Shenanigans is me and Turner. I need Murillo for our agent.
Best agent.
We're gonna
in the
start
biz.
coining that phrase and getting that what do you call that? That kickback for the shenanigans phrase.
I think they might call it bail money because it's what everybody will need after.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
yeah,
why I was
remember
like,
when they were talking about it being bail money.
I'm not gonna buy anything until Sunday, just in case I need bail money for Thursday or Friday.
I got you, dog. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hey, big movie. Don't worry about doing it now because I'm actually ending it. Like, I mean, I guess you could, and people could watch the replay, but technically, I'm gonna re-end it. And it's kicking over the hog leg in a minute. So I appreciate you if you do share it out. Maybe people will watch the replay, and maybe I'll get another hook set later. But yeah, hey, everybody again. Thanks a lot. Has, congratulations, 3K.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's been a hell of a journey.
Jody, my CFL. You know what it is, girl. See you guys. Have a great night.
Jody's about to go to sleep. She tired up there.
At least she didn't snore like Avon to get poked in the belly by Lance McCougai and stuff. I saw that video. See you guys.
Peace out, y'all. Be safe.
Peace.